TNT, way too hard for TV. Rare roads and real riders is all niggas see. Like red, please. Believe it or not, keep them blocks straight hot, cause that's how I check the knot, and I can't be caught. That means I smooth shake the spot with my black plastic Glock and the sound of buckshots make it hot. Machine gun Kenny at the drug spot on the Deuce 4 block, cause that's how I sell my rocks, fat talk. And then slow-mo, we hit your block up. Under your nails, I reach a bird from your flock. Talk the talk, nigga. Watch us walk the walk, it's some outline chalk, cause real killers don't talk.
We make shit pop on the daily, keep this shit cracking. Me and Maniac and my dog that be out making, take these fools on the journey. It don't stop, take them all away from Beacon to the Deuce 4 block. The road city hit the corner, making something happen. Making nothing but family and green leaves, I'm stacking. Break them down in the drought season, man, come find me. Fuck up them road city players, if you feel me, rewind me, I tell the truth. I love these young G's to death, but I can't accept the fact that there's a handful left. Deadly as they wanna be, from blocks and parks. This shit done got me sparked, them dogs done barked. In the deadly roads, fuck punk niggas and fake hoes. Me and my niggas blow big trees and slang CDs, red rum, and Maniac low from off the block. Better watch that shit you talk before we smoke up your block. In the deadly roads, fuck punk niggas and fake hoes. Me and my niggas blow big trees and slang CDs, red rum, and Maniac low from off the block. Better watch that shit you talk before we smoke up your block. Fuck what you heard, man. Cause you ain't seen shit till you seen a nigga blow the bitch behind the bitch. Life's a trip, but you can get hit quicker than a switch and cast the fuck out like a snitch. I'm higher than a soprano pitch. Don't fuck around with this, class dismissed. You can turn into ashes for asking, you past tense. And I can't go back, so I hit the fence. Have sense and hide in the trees like a chick. We smoking on the hip, because street like is like a tip. Here today, gone tomorrow, reality slaps like a pimp. Your future's looking dim, fucking with Manny, red and kin. At the end of the fucking mission, that's when your shit should begin. Don't get the tripping, but we can all go loony. Get the popping in clips and get the blood, the dripping, paint the town red. Go back to banging and bloodshed, creeping through the bushes, leaving niggas for dead. This city, 50 city, just ain't big enough for the roads. Have them grabbing for they hoes when I come with my bros. We know the banging out hits, taking a nigga bitch. Flip wigs, pick them up and drop them off in the ditch. In the deadly roads, fuck punk niggas and fake hoes. Me and my niggas blow big trees and slang CDs, red rum, and Maniac low from off the block. Better watch that shit you talk before we smoke up your block. In the deadly roads, fuck punk niggas and fake hoes. Me and my niggas blow big trees and slang CDs, red rum, and Maniac low from off the block. Better watch that shit you talk before we smoke up your block.
Smoke big like exhaust, make you mark niggas pause. Shit stings like dirty draws, buck shit like heat haul. In a Brady Bunch wagon, real G's pants sagging. Put the zigs with some zags, body with some bags. If my dogs come up missing, then I'ma reach a couple of yours. Kick down a couple of houses and come through some doors. And we ain't playing. I know y'all heard what I be saying. With the savage first row, we stop all that back.
Fools get they wigs split daily. Lord, tell me why these people hate me. Is it because I'm the one they wanna be, but they can't be? They want me pushing up daisies in the city of rose. So I trust no nigga, and I love no hoes. In a game where everything goes, we heat it like stoves. For them niggas be trying to put hoes in my marquees clothes.
What's happening, everybody, and welcome to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. I'm your host, Junior, and happy Friday. That's the Daily Rose, Maniac Low from I'm Back album, PDXDOPE Classic. Man, it's been a crazy week, y'all. We had snowpocalypse, or whatever you want to call it. It's going crazy out here in Portland, Oregon. I've been locked in the house for a couple of days. Luckily, I made it home from work, and I have the ability to work from home. Let me tell you something. Everybody didn't have that experience, and we had some people that went through some shit with this storm here. I wasn't expecting any of this to happen. I was on my bullshit, thinking like, hey, this is going to be some little bullshit. They always talking about they're going to have some kind of storm to come through, and it never comes to fruition. Anyway, that was wrong again, friend. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with this podcast. I want to go ahead and bring on the crew. Got my man Renald Tage in the building. Got my man Jermaine Mason in the building, and my man Scooty in the building. What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
y'all?
what's going on?
Down.
All right, man. I guess my mic is doing the update. Can y'all hear me through this mic, or is it kind of low?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah, because it's doing some kind of update, and I can't hear myself through my headphones, so I'm using my speakers today. So you don't hear no background echoes or nothing like that?
Nope.
You good?
What was you gonna say, Ho? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I mean, this depends on how close you're speaking with the mic, because it's like either far away or it's right
Does it
there.
sound far away right now? How does it sound right now, man?
Perfect.
Okay, so the mic. I'm just trying to see if if the audio from the mic is actually working, or am I going through the camera? You know, there's a couple ways. But anyway, fellas, what's happening? What's happening? Everybody, Bill, you just got back from Nevada.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all love, man. It's good to be back, man, in your own bed, man. I can say that.
I know that's right. Shit. So I mean, we still. I guess Petty LaBelle. She just hit me up and she's finished doing something. But I don't know where Jax is at. I'll probably have somebody to send him a text or something. But man, this storm shit, man, I made it out pretty easy, man. But I wasn't. It seems like I got lucky this year because I got stuck a few years ago for like 6 hours. So it felt good to finally be smart enough to get, beat the pack and get home like I was supposed to. But some of us, we kind of fell into that same hole once again. We've done this more than one time. And so Ivory Mays, I want to go ahead and let you go ahead and get started for this because you are that guy. How did that happen to you 2 times, sir? And mind you, I talked to this brother. And we was on the phone talking, and I'm telling him already, he thought I was stealing money. I said, nah, man, I left work. This nigga said he's about to leave in an hour. Next thing I know, I'm on the phone with this nigga. He's stuck in traffic. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, Ivory, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your experience in this winter storm?
Oh, man, like you said, I was on the phone with you, and I was just like, all right, man, I'm gonna get out of here. And then one thing led to another. I was like, well, shit, I'm already at work. Wasn't no snow coming down in Hillsboro where I was. And so I left normal time. And so I even left like 30 minutes later to let, people get ahead of me. And bro, I think I made it 2 miles. And there I sat for 6. I was there for like 6 hours, man. It took me at one point I was talking to Ray because other partner on the podcast, Jax, he got stuck, and I was like, well, shit, my phone said I got to go through downtown, the address he gave me, he was like 6 blocks out of my route. I was like, yeah, I'll swoop you. Well, shit. It took me 2.5 hours to go 3/4 of a mile. And then once I got off the freeway, I'm driving on the emergency, I'm trying to weave and this and that. And so I go Sylvan and I start going up the hill. And then anybody that is familiar with Washington Park, in order to get up to Washington Park, you got to go up a hill. Well, now that shit's ice. And they said the wait to take your turn to go down the hill was 2 hours. So I was close to Jax, but I was still far, you know what I mean? And when I tell you people was sliding, people that tried to go without no chains, they were sliding and stopping once they hit some shit. So then fast forward, made that, finally swooped Jax up, and I was like, man, let's go get your car. And man, when I tell you Jack's car was surrounded by like probably 12 other cars. And I said, man, he's like, man, we ain't going to be able to get that out. I was like, shit, yeah, we are. And bro, we had like, I'm telling Jax like, turn the wheel, go left, go right. And I'm watching to make sure he don't hit other cars. And when I tell you his front bumper was like 6 inches away from this truck. And I'm like, all right, put it in reverse. And we talking to each other, making sure that the car is in the correct drive, because sometimes you might put it in drive and you mean to go in reverse and then you fuck some shit up. Well, man, I said, man, give it gas. And he smashed on the gas. and it spun the car like it swung the front around. I was like, stop, stop, stop. And it was exactly what we needed, and pushed his ass out. And then there was this woman that was in this car, and we trying to be good Samaritans. And I'm like, hey, you need some help. And you could tell she was probably a little scared, two black dudes. I said, hey, we about to get him out. We can help you. And she tried to she said, or I interpreted that she didn't understand English. It was too cold to try to figure this shit out. So me and Jax, we got the shit going. I said, Jax, don't stop. And when I tell you, Jax, that brother didn't stop for a stop sign, not no red light, all the way from downtown to Ray's and shit, bro. I left my job at 4:30 and didn't get home till 2:15 in the morning.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Real
but
spill.
like Ray said, man, that last time I think it took me 8 hours, but this time was different because there's a lot of stuff that didn't happen, in our life, you know what I'm saying? And I was irritated, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't cussing and doing all the stuff I was doing before, because there's a lot of people that ain't here no more that wish they could be stuck in their car for a couple hours, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
And that's how I seen it. So I turned the music up, rolled the window down, and shit, had a good ass time listening to channel or station 50, the oldies, for
White Horse.
Man, for 8.5 hours, bro. I had a good ass time.
Man.
And that was my story. Went to Wonderland.
This nigga had a whole shift, 8-hour shift out there.
Bro, we could have drove to almost California, bro. That's how long we was in the car.
Damn, bro.
I mean, lucky man, you were safe. You know what I'm saying? You had a tank full of gas,
man,
and you was good. So that's a blessing in itself.
Absolutely, and I think that was I mean, it's good to kind of have that kind of perspective as far as you consider what you go through in life, and the things we get upset or angry about, and then holding on to those things. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the same experience, and it's not good, but you like, damn, it could be a lot worse. You know what I mean? We, for a lot of people, from sickness, like you said, not here, dying and stuff like that. So that's an interesting perspective, though. I mean, it's kind of way to kind of just let it rush off your shoulder, because it's like, why are you getting mad about something you really can't control? You know what I mean? Like they say, let go and let God. So it's like one of the moments, though. So I can dig that. So Jermaine, what about you?
Man, coming back from Las Vegas, man, we got stuck in the hills, man. We took the Mount Shasta route going there, and going there was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like going through the hills and all the mountains and all that stuff. I'm like, man, I couldn't see nothing, man. Going down for like at least 200 miles, 250 miles, man. I was like, our gas tank was getting low. I was just like, man, what's going on? So we ended up making it out of that, and then coming back, we tried to go a different route. Because one of the parents, man, we went there for my daughter's volleyball. She had a volleyball tournament out there in Vegas, so we were there for 3 days. And one of the parents was like, "Hey, man, if you go this route, you ain't got to go through all the mountains and stuff like that. It's more of a straight shot." So I was like, "Cool." So we go that route. We end up getting caught up in some snow again. But this time we had to stay the night, at a hotel. Overnight, and then the next morning, we were like looking at the weather and looking at all the cities we had to pass through. We were like, well, man, they said it's about to be some more snow over here at like 1 o'clock. So I'm like, man, we gotta leave now so we can hurry up and be through that town by then. And then everybody was saying, well, it's gonna be snowing in Portland. I'm thinking, what we seeing ain't nothing. I'm like, Portland ain't gonna be nothing. We gonna be good. By the time we got to Portland about 6 o'clock, man, 84 was jam packed. I was just like, God damn, man. Like, I'm like, not again, So, end up getting through that, man, get my mom home, try to hop on, 405 to get out to Beaverton, and we couldn't do that. I had to back up off the freeway and just go back to my mom's house, and we all stayed the night at my mom's house for one night, and then I was just like, man, the next day I was like, man, I got to get home, man. I'm like, I don't care how slow we got to go. I was just like, man, I love my mom to death, man, but I do not want to stay another night in this house.
Right.
So, we ended up getting home, man, driving about 30 miles, 25 miles an hour all the way there. I mean, I had an SUV, you know what I'm saying? We had that new Suburban, so that was cool. I want one now.
Right.
So, I need me a big truck, man. I love that feeling, so
power.
Man,
power.
Man, I was watching all them other cars, man, getting stuck on the side of the road, man. I was just like, ooh wee. It ain't a good feeling, man. But yeah, we got home, man, and I'm blessed and happy to be home, man, and be able to sleep in my own bed, because a lot of people was out there fucked up, man, freezing to death, man. I know their cars was cold and shit like that, man. They didn't have enough gas or whatever the case, so
you said something earlier when we talked about this earlier today, and you had mentioned that now you want one of those new Suburbans. I mean, I was just telling Ivory the other day, that I need to give me a Bronco, something for the weather, something that for this type of shit. If I'm gonna continue living in this funky ass place called Portland, I want to be able to fucking deal with that shit, because I just remember my experience, bro. So anytime it starts snowing and I'm out in my workplace or some shit, I'm dipping. My boss know it. They all know the story, bro. So it's like, I don't kick it. When the snow come out, they're like, oh, well, Olin's probably finna go home. Yeah, goddamn right, motherfuckers. I live in Portland. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was different from when I drove. Yeah, from that when it all started. Like I said, it started in Washington for me, and when I came home, it was none in Portland. And by the time I got done with my shift, it looked out there, and it was crazy. It was on. And I was talking to Ivory on the phone, and the next thing I know, I had thought he was already going to get his piece and shit for his studio. I mean, his office he's putting together. So I'm thinking then he's like, nah, man, I didn't leave until. I was like, what? I was like, oh, nigga, you fucked up, bro. I already knew. I was like, this nigga that fucked up. You know what I mean? And then here we go again. It's like a horror movie. It's like part 2 of a horror movie. But I made it out of the first one, so I didn't get caught. I didn't get caught back to the second movie. But this nigga did.
You said you didn't trip and fall. You said you didn't.
Yeah. Then Jax is the new guy on this one. So but Jack's story was even, because like I could hear it in his voice, man. He kind of like, wow. It's like one of those things, man, where he was just like, he couldn't fucking believe it, bro. He was in that situation, man.
Hey, the messed up part went okay. So where I picked, so do you know where he left his car at? Right? Did he tell you?
No, so he says he's right on the bridge, right?
So you know how you take 405, and Jax was probably 150 feet from where 405, where you could take that right to get on 26 to go east. Right.
Oh, he couldn't get up that low.
to go west. His car slid, like he lost momentum and he slid. And like I said, there was probably 12 of the cars. Bro, I picked him up on 5th in Washington. And he had on, like I told you backstage, bro, he had on red suede Air Force Ones, bro. He didn't have on no Timberland boots with a, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everything was closed, because I was like, bro, go to a bar and I'll call you when I'm close. Everything was closed, man.
Yeah, he would have had to go to a hotel. Hotels made it out that night.
Damn.
Renal, what about Renal? So you made it home, or did you stay home? Hey, what's up, Pam and Ebony? I see y'all in the building. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm glad you guys were at home safe. I think Ebony, you danced around in that shit. Renal, what you do? You got home? You worked from home that day?
Yeah, I was thankful. My mother actually called me. She was like, "Hey, Renal, it's snowing like heavy out here." I'm like, "It's not a drop." I'm looking outside. I work in Tualatin, so it was nothing. I mean, it was some rain at best. And so my mother texting me like, "Hey, you need to come home. You need to come home. You need to come home." And I was just like, "All right." So she sent me a picture, and I sent it to my boss, and she was just like, "Yeah, you probably should go home." So I left the job about close to 3 o'clock, and I headed. It was nothing, but the further north I went and east I went, that's when it started getting bad. And so I was like maybe 30 minutes ahead of all the bullshit. So I got off. I mean, I made it home, but I was fucking around, and I got my car stuck up the street by my house at the bar, and then but then I got it out. But other than that, I've been at the house ever since, safe.
You
But I saw,
lucky.
yeah, lucky. And it so happened I was wearing long johns that day, and the day before I filled up with gas. I just, for whatever reason, it was the everybody was, the stars is lined up for me. Because if I'd have left any later for my job, I would have been in that bullshit for hours too.
You damn right.
Yeah, you
Yep.
got,
Damn. Yeah,
you
that's
got
got
extremely
lucky.
lucky if you came from
Because
if you listened from Washington.
just like you, Scooty. It was nothing at my job because everybody's like, "Oh, it's nothing." And then the further north I went, or when I finally realized, I was like, I probably should leave. And it was like, yeah, you probably should leave. And then I left, and sure enough, all that shit just started trickling down, and then it was real
So
bad.
you took so Scooty, you took Sylvan to Burnside?
Yeah,
Yes.
I had to, because I didn't realize
Woo.
what was going on, and it was because, thank God for Facebook, that's how I found out that 26 shut down.
Mm.
And
Oh, okay.
I'm on the tail end of it, bro. I only been on for like I said, 2 miles.
Man, normally Burnside is normally the first thing to shut down because of
The
it's
hill.
man,
Yeah.
that hill ain't no joke. I'm saying, like, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, bro.
you got extremely lucky.
Well, my plan was to drive, because I was like, well, shit, I know people gonna take the freeway. I'm gonna drive through downtown. And
Right.
then, man, that shit locked up. And when I took the Sylvan exit, once I finally made it, and I'm driving, to get Jax's
them
car and
turns,
shit. Yeah, I seen where a couple cars stopped. The big truck semis couldn't go around them. They got jackknifed, and next thing you know, I mean, that's why everything was shut down.
Oh, and trying to get to the airport was a shit show.
Oh my! Oh shit!
My mother wanted me to take her to the airport. That's the reason she called me and was like, "You should come home."
Shit.
Because
She
look,
was trying to get out of here. Look.
right? Because she was going to Vegas. She's like, "I'm leaving snow to go to snow." But Uber drivers, the later, like every hour or every 30 minutes, it was like an extra $30 to go from here to there. Like, because we live right here in North Portland, right by the
Oh,
airport.
I'd have been an extra
Oh
200.
yes, Uber was making the
I'd have been like,
man.
this is an extra 200. If you want me to get you over
It
here,
was.
yeah,
It
you gonna have
was.
to pay me.
It was. When she first called me, it was like $50, and then she was like, "Renal, you need to get the fuck home, man." And then she texted me again. I was like, all right, because I'm looking out the window like it's nothing. And then and then she told me it was $70, and then she was just like, "You know to come on right now. It's $100. I'm not catching no Uber. My plane ticket is only $70. Why would I spend $100 to go to
Right.
And I'm still in town. But anyway, I couldn't even get her to the airport because it was an hour and 21 minutes to go 4 miles. And then, like you said, Ivory, there was like trucks on Columbia, jackknife, stuck, blocking traffic. So we was like, you ain't gonna make it. I had to bust a Yui and then head back to the house. And I've been in the house ever since, bundled up.
Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, you had to go there. You would damn near have to take the back route. You damn near have to take what, 42nd?
I was going down. I was going down
to go all the way down.
I usually go to Columbia to 47th and then go down to the army thing
Yeah.
and around, or by the golf course.
She would have to climb the fence, bro, and run across the field.
And all that shit was all them trucks over there, man.
That shit is scary though, bro.
So I was lucky.
Pam said her cousin. She says my cousin had to take Uber to work as she usually does. What it says? Oh, and it was triple the price normally.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, triple.
Yeah,
triple.
I could imagine. I could
pizza
imagine
or anything, man. I would have. Hey, man.
Uber Eats, nigga. How about that?
Bro? I'm charging. How bad you want this?
You finna get a cheeseburger meal from McDonald's gonna cost you $60, my nigga.
And the shit
if you didn't have no food, it's all bad for you.
Oh man, for real.
And it's cold.
Luckily for me. So check this out though. So you know, I wouldn't expect the company, but I had a couple pieces of fish and I had of salmon left, and I had rice and I had got some rice from this organic jasmine rice. So I had that. So I was going to pan fry. I had everything set up, but I wasn't thinking it was going to be like this. So it's me and Jackson, if he get here or whatever. So anyway, the next day I work from home. You know, I cooked that for lunch, hooked it up or whatever. And so then I was thinking, I got this turkey meat in here. It's like about this much turkey in the motherfucker. Like, it wasn't enough to feed us two of us. So I'm like, but Dom, she hit me up, and I was like, and she was like, "Do you need anything?" She kept asking me because I was kind of like blowing her off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And she like, "Nigga, I'm asking you," and I was like, yeah," but she came through. She had put chains on her joint, and she came through, and she went to the grocery store and brought me a couple packs of chicken, you know, and some other stuff though to kind of with that shit came in after I really thought about it, man. Like, oh man, that shit came through. She was like an angel, nigga, because it was finna get real weird, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga sitting here looking at this little bit but no, Jack's also, but he had like some food too though. So he had like this meatloaf, so we shared that shit too though. So he was cool, man.
Man, y'all could have walked it. I don't know if New Season was open, man. Y'all would have probably had.
If it would have got. Oh no, I've done that before. I've been in this place for 12 years, so I didn't been in a snowstorm before around here, and I didn't had to walk over there and get food. If it got to do it, nigga, I'm not finna starve. No, that ain't
like y'all looking at each other like, hey man, only got enough for one.
Oh,
man,
nigga sitting over playing rocks, paper, scissors. Nigga, there's an onion in that motherfucker right here. What we gonna do with that onion? Nigga, you got some salt left, nigga. What we doing? Yeah, like because he was telling me he was reading the stories, and this dude he got stuck at sea, and he survived for like 24 or 20 something days off of bouillon and ketchup.
I saw it.
Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah, he was a special motherfucker. Look.
Bouillon, the bouillon cubes and fucking ketchup for 24 days, my dude. Like,
yeah, my body would get too weak, man. I don't know if I could. I don't know about that.
Oh my god, bro.
Damn.
I mean, I would have tried it though.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna do what you got to do.
Yeah, I've been part of the mission.
You know, that's just, that's hardcore.
So, fellas, did you guys get a chance to look at these stories though?
A few of them. A couple
we talked about the storm though, but Jackson kind of came with this story about the Walmart. So they're closing the 2 Walmarts in Portland.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna have to go. What did he say? I forget which town he was saying it. You're eventually gonna have to,
I know there's one in Fairview or Troutdale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one are they closing?
The one over
here by the one by him. So there's at Hayden Meadows.
Yeah.
Delta Park.
Okay.
Yeah, Delta Park.
Delta Park. Yeah, Delta Park. So they're closing that one, and then they're closing. I don't know where the other one is. Is it? Where's the other one? The one out there going towards you, Ivory. But no, Ivory's further down.
Yeah, they got one by my house, which is the one in
Fairview.
Fairview. Yeah, that's the Super Walmart.
Yeah, they're
the
not
super
closing
one.
that one down. They're probably closing the one on
No,
82nd down.
yeah.
Yeah, it has
Oh,
to be
by
the
the
second, yeah.
town center.
Right.
By Andre Hemmington's old house.
Got you.
Yeah.
Boys, hold on. I get it right here. It'll tell me what it is.
Now, why did they say they was closing them down?
I want to say theft.
Losing money.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's because of stealing, man. They stealing too much over there, man.
Yeah, they're not doing that well, and it's gonna be 580 jobs lost because
Have you guys been in that area? I mean, I'm scared. I mean, I go over there sometimes, and like in the daytime, I don't even want to leave my car in the parking lot.
So you go there for
that's the one on 82nd.
Yeah.
Where 379 people are employed, and one at Hayden Meadows where 201 people are employed. The stores will close on March 24th, and all employees would be let go on June 2nd. The employees were notified of the closure today.
Wow. Yeah, Dre said they closing. Dre was the one that kind of talked to me about a little bit. He said that they're going to be closing down the Nike on MLK too.
It's still open for employees right now, I believe. If I'm
it's about to be closed. Yeah, it's about to be.
He said theft. He said he was down there, and I can't say how much of this shit is true. You know what I mean? Because we talking about Dre. He said that a dude went in there, stole some shit, and as he was walking out, he told the people, "Yeah, you can't touch me, and I'm gonna be right back in a couple hours and get some more shit."
I believe it, bro. Back in the day, I had somebody, man. He was able to go up in there. I'll give him like $250, man. He'll come out with like 10 pair.
Well, what I'm starting to see, I seen some on I want to say the gram or whatever, but this one, I think Nike, I'm not sure what town it was, but they're hiring off-duty, security people, police to or they're talking about doing that maybe. But I want to say that they're getting ready to start being proactive when it comes to that kind of theft. So like where they can't touch you, that shit's, they pushing back a little bit, some business owners and stuff like that, So that'll be interesting because I think that there should be some consequences to this shit though, because it gives a bad message in my mind. If we gonna just let people come in and we can't touch them, I want to hire a motherfucker who can touch you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I'll pay an insurance to take care of any of if they go overboard, because if you stealing, I'm gonna give a fuck what you stealing from my business. You finna get tossed up.
Right.
Straight like that. I mean, I'd rather for real, I'd rather do that than sit there. Why am I supposed to just take that, man? I mean, you work hard to create something, and then you have people come and be able to destroy that, and you have no recourse to even. And if you defend yourself, then you're an asshole for roughing up this dude or this bitch that came in there and stole out your goddamn store.
And then we gotta pay the everything gets jacked up to compensate for that too, right?
Right. Yep. So yep, motherfucker, you're gonna pay some high dollars around here because you got people out here, man, that want to come do this type of shit, make it fucked up for everybody else.
I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm saying, when we're talking about them Walmarts, who's really going to Walmart? You know what I mean? So you gotta look at the low income, households and things like that.
Right.
That's where they really shopping at. They ain't really going to Safeway and Albertsons and Fred Meyers and places like that. So, they the ones that's really losing out on that. You know what I mean? So,
well, they gonna pay more in gas and get you. They gonna get there.
I mean, they just gonna go to Safeway and go steal.
It says the businesses care. It says the business cares about its employers or employees and wants to maintain them as members of the Walmart family. Walmart has locations in, among other areas, Beaverton, Gresham, Happy Valley, Tigard, and Wood Village. So those would be the places you would have to go and get your stuff if you want to fuck with them. So
absolutely,
it's going to be a little bit different. The
closures cops in those cops in those areas, man, they patrolling in them areas, like out here, like the Super Walmart is really like in Tigard. The closest one to where I'm at or whatever, but it's heavy police activity over there. So, you can try to steal something over there if you want to. You're gonna get charged. you know, you gonna get in trouble for that. So
As you,
like,
yeah, what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there ain't no. Oh, I was just stealing the sandwich. Yeah, you finna go to jail over here.
As you should.
This ain't pandemic 2020 riot year, nigga. We fixing all that, bro. We coming down on all that now, bro. Fuck you saying, man.
I mean, most of that stuff is like I said, is really from the homeless. You know, you really got. I mean, it's more than the homeless, but you got a lot of homeless people, man. A lot of people on drugs.
But
you got a lot of people on drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's one
sure, right? Okay, let's say that. But I mean, because a lot of these motherfuckers got places to go.
Oh yeah, they got somewhere to go. They just want some free shit.
But I did check this out. But when we talked about that snowstorm thing or whatever, and people that left their cars out there, the one thing that I read a story about somebody who left their shit out there and they shit got vandalized, they smashing windows and they were
Just
going
the back window was
cars and shit,
out,
stealing shit out their cars. And this just happened with this latest shit.
Oh, I believe it, man. I was downtown a couple of weeks ago, going to go get something to eat at Grits and Gravy. And I was pulling up and I had seen like this Benz, and this Benz, I seen like two of the windows, the passenger side window and the back window broke out.
Damn.
And I'm like looking and I'm pulling up like to park somewhere. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to park right here. I'm like, I don't know what's going. And I'm like looking at the Benz. I'm like, is that an old Benz? Is somebody sleeping in there or something? I'm like, no, nigga, this was like, I mean, it was a newer Benz. It was like at least a 2016. So I'm like, so I walked by the Benz, man. Sure enough, man, somebody that rummaged through the car and everything else, man. Got cords and shit all hanging out the car and everything else. I go inside and eat, come back out. Whoever the Benz owner is, they got in the car and drove off. So I know they was madder than a motherfucker. I was like, look at all this, like they probably just went in somewhere maybe for like an hour or so, you know, an hour or two. And came back outside, man. Their whole shit was fucked up.
Just like motherfucking regular people just walking by, they see a motherfucker stealing shit, vandalizing taking some shit out of a car, and they just keep it pushing. That's the culture we live in. No snitching.
Motherfuckers, I'm telling you,
why you own and you live long. That's
listen, man. These people is bold out here nowadays. These people is bold out here, man. Like you leave and go somewhere, man. They see a piece of paper or anything, a cell phone charger, man, in your car. Hey man, they finna run the school, man. So yeah, man. So you got to make sure, man, you ain't got no change showing or nothing. You know, make it look bare as possible in your car.
Yeah.
And so you know, so Walmart they're closing stores in Illinois, Wisconsin, New Mexico, Arkansas, and Florida this year. It says low profitability was cited by the company. There was no mention of threatened closures of stores in Oregon. So they haven't given justifications of why they closed the Oregon stores. And that's one of the things.
I mean, we all know why. Chicago, Illinois. We already know what's going on there. We already know what's going on in Florida. Like, right. It's not hard to, you know, like it's the cheapest place to go shop, man, and go get something at. So why wouldn't they be making no money? The only reason they ain't making no money, man, because people are stealing. You know, and it's costing them too much money to secure people and do all that kind of stuff, man. For all that kind of stuff, they like, well, you might as well just shut it down then.
Right, because we ain't having those problems at the stores in the suburbs.
Right.
You know, we're not having those problems, so we close them. We increase. You know, when we get somewhat of a bump, because then you ain't losing that money in them stores though, because the profit margins it didn't make sense for them no more.
Right. And I just went to Safeway, man. When we were coming out here, I was like, man, we might as well just go to the store right now. You know what I'm saying? Just before, you know, anything else happened or whatever. So I go to the store, you know, and I'm spending some money or whatever. And I'm like thinking, man, everybody ain't got this kind of just money just to, you know, a few $100s just to go spend on some groceries, man. And everybody ain't got that. You know what I mean? So I'm like thinking, man, most people got to work, man. Like,
hold on, you say a few $100s that don't be having hardly shit though, my nigga. You know
listen, I went to the store. I'm like, this inflation is real. I'm like, I just spent, you know, I don't know what it was. It was probably like $250, $280 or something. But I was like, most people don't have that kind of money just to spend on a whim, for one.
Right.
And I'm like, for two, I'm just like, man, you don't get as much as you used to get. Like, I'm like, looking up,
listen, bro, like, man, I just before Don had brought me groceries yesterday, bro. I went, and I had just grabbed a couple pieces just to make a meal for a meal. This is not even for like really for the week. This is like a meal. I'll go and buy like my produce, whatever, onion, shit to go with it. And I grabbed a couple things, bowl of fruit, and it was like $30-something. I was like, all I got was like an onion and some damn, you know what I'm saying? An onion and a potato, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or a piece of meat or something like that. And this is from like a Safeway though.
Right.
So yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's going to push. So imagine the people that was shopping at Walmart, that shop at Walmart in those areas, they're closing down.
Listen,
they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go to Safeway. They're gonna have to go to Fred Meyer. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to go to Albertson. They're gonna have to go to these places.
I mean, they still have Winkos.
Well, I tackle they ask them. They give me a discount on some goddamn groceries. Because I spent we went shopping yesterday, and I spent $212, and I didn't even get no cash back, bro. And it was 4 paper bags. That's it, and none of them overflowing.
Yeah, man, that's
a couple of items. Shit,
bro. That's what it be. That's what it is nowadays. So I'm just thinking about the average working person, man, that they ain't making that much money, man.
I remember I used to get a lot of groceries for like $150, or at least for a single, to sit in my house a little, feed myself. $150 used to go a long way. Like 4-5 years ago, that shit, I was like balling. I was Kobe, nigga, 24 all day, bro. Just didn't go over there. I was just, it was part of my thing. Go over to the window.
When's the last time either one of y'all went and spent like, let's just say like $200, $250 on groceries? Wait. But you got like 2 carts full of groceries though.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Back in
the day.
But since those days, Ivory, I don't. Since those days, I mean, I'll be picking and choosing it. Thinking, we gonna get meal prep. Okay, we get some turkey. We gonna have spaghetti. Get some veggies.
And Costco don't count. I ain't talking about Costco.
Winkos, man. Go to Winkos.
Hey, it's funny because. It's funny because back in the day, you could notice when somebody had a food stamp card, man, they just had a shopping bag full of shit. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, this nigga got a card, man." Yeah. When the last time y'all ran into a card? Cars is probably like gold right now. You remember they used to be 50 on 100. I bet you they probably like 90 on 100 now. They like,
if I had a card, I'd be like, man, dollar for dollar.
Right. I said it'd be like 90, bro. Like 90 for the 100, man. Like people ain't.
I mean, well, you gotta have some incentive on it, though. I mean, for you.
90 for the 100,
but 90 for 100.
It's still the same.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like they have some leverage.
So you ran into some then.
I got card in my possession right now.
Get at your boy, man. I can.
Hey man, remember, I'll never forget, man. Years ago,
hey, dude, I got some money right now for you, man. I'll be over there tomorrow.
The parking lot at Safeway. This one I lived way back when I lived on 42nd. And this one dude, he was just waiting outside. And I just getting out the car, getting ready to go. He's like, "Hey man, can I talk to you?" You know me, bro. I'm looking, I'm mugging and shit. Like,
nah, nigga,
bro. And so he was like, man, I got a card. I was just like, and he was like, man, I'll let you. I was like, no, you coming in with me? Let's go.
Right.
I made him go shopping with me. You see what I'm saying? Bought shit, nigga. Nigga.
Yeah, that means you done got beat before. Like I done got beat before too. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I got beat by my cousin, bro. hey, not sorry to cut you up, bro. I think I spent like so it was 300. So I gave 150, right? Mm-hmm. So I go in shopping, bro. And me and Yolanda, I mean, we grabbing steaks, we throwing all kind of shit in the basket, bro. Get up there, they ring all the shit up. I'm like, swipe, and she's like, sir, did you hit the wrong right now? I said, hold on, wait a minute. I pulled my phone up, right, so I can see I hit it right. I was like, and I didn't get what was going on. You didn't
call the back or nothing.
Man, I called my cousin and he's like laughing. He's like, man, he got you. It was his brother. And I said, what you mean? He's like, man, you fell for the pump fake. And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, man, you got to have him go in with you because you'll give him the money they'll call the card in as stolen, get another card, and do the same shit over again, bro.
Right.
Wow. Yep.
Man, got me.
Yep.
And luckily, I had the money to pay for this shit.
Man, you
I
get to
never
the cash
got
register
fooled.
and you like,
Nigga, I
they're like
believe it.
looking
I'm
at
like,
you. You
fuck
got
that shit.
$300
I
worth of
leave.
stuff and you ain't got no money. You
Yeah,
like, hey,
man.
you gotta put all this shit
That
back.
happened to me, but it wasn't with my own money, nigga. Shit, with my own card, it happened to me one time, bro. You talking about hot around the neck and embarrassing. Like, looking around, motherfuckers looking
Man,
at
put
you.
that
You know
back.
you got the money in there. I had a fraud situation, nigga. They froze my shit up, bro. I was sitting there, nigga. I remember walking to the store.
shit.
I was talking. I just got my new job and everything out there at Peace Health. When I first started out there, I was gonna cook a meal. Nigga, I was in the line and dude's like, yeah, I'm sorry, it don't work. I'm sitting up there like, I'm talking about you. It's like this heat that come around your neck, like, and then like you sitting there and like you kind of start sweating and shit. I mean, you talk about nigga, I had a whole bunch of shit too though. Guess what? I left all that shit there, right? Walked out of there, nigga, as quick as I could, just a straight line for the door to the car, bro. And I'm sitting in the car, I'm looking on my phone, I'm like trying, I'm sitting there, man. I'm talking about I had butterflies and everything, bro. It's the worst experience ever, bro.
Yeah, man, I was beat, man. I had bought like 600 worth. So it was really like 300. You know what I'm saying? I gave him like 300, man, and went in there, man. And I had, man, like I had probably like two grocery carts just full of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they rang it all up. They were just like, card ain't working, man. I'm like, I'm hot. I'm like, because I'm like, I had the money in my pocket, but I was just like, man, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to spend this money on this food though. But it's like, it's a lot of people. They all looking at you and shit like that. I'm like, man, I was hot. Bro.
Yeah,
it wasn't cool.
That's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
Yeah, like Ray, I did that shit too. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I just
nigga, listen, bro. I was so embarrassed, nigga. Like,
yeah, that's so embarrassing.
That. I was just like, I'm like sweating, bro, and just I didn't look at nobody as I walked out. I just looked at the door. I just remember just making sure I was going straight. Right, it was a walk of shame. That was my walk of shame, bro. It was like a walk of shame, bro. It's like I felt like I was naked walking through there. Everybody in there. That's it. If you want to try
he
to,
said he left it there and said y'all gonna have to put all this shit back.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have been fighting. I would have tore that motherfucker up. That's how embarrassed I was, nigga. I was about to be out of order, nigga, that day, bro. I was gonna do the fool, nigga. I was that embarrassed, bro.
My home Uncle Roscoe did that shit to me. Gave me the wrong pin.
It's cold when it's family, bro.
Yeah, and I called a nigga at the store. I'm like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck?" And then he's like, "Oh,
got him."
I just like
kill this motherfucker when I see him, nigga. Like,
I just left the store like fuck you. Left the bag, all the cart, everything.
I remember when June did that shit to me. Dennis's wife.
Yeah.
That bitch did that shit to me, and it was Janya and Mandisa with me. And they said, "Well, what you gonna do?" I was like, "Bitch, if you don't pull up, bitch, I mean, you better pull up right fucking now, bitch. Pull the fuck up over there right now. I don't give a fuck, nigga." And they lived at the dead end over there, and they lived at the dead end over by the freeway. Yeah, I went over there and I walked straight in the house, nigga. I just walked in their house, nigga, and I went in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen, and I beat that bitch up in the kitchen. I mauled her in that motherfucking
I remember
kitchen.
that shit too.
Yeah, I beat her motherfucking ass. Oh yeah, bitch, you won't do that again. And then I knocked all their food, grease, and all that all over the floor. Yeah, I did. The giant one then was looking at me. I was like, "Yeah, bitch, you got something you want to say? Because this is what's happening right now. Now take me back to my house."
Said it's gonna embarrass me. Look, I done grabbed all this shit.
Them days, nigga. I remember.
Yeah, I was hot, nigga. I beat her motherfucking ass in there, and then Dennis gonna show up to my house with this old elephant gun. Like, nigga, what is you gonna do with that, nigga?
Hey, Ray, look at the text, the text thread. You should get that. Get that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy though. Yeah, you won't get me with that shit. Yeah. I will never be God again. That was the first and the last time that ever happened. Oh my God, man. I could have went to jail.
Yeah, that's the one.
Like I said, everybody,
Got him.
I can see when a motherfucker got beat. You know, as soon as Larry told that story, I already knew. Yeah, you didn't got beat once. Because everybody know from then on out, you got to come in here with me.
No,
that was
no, I
first
learned
and
that
the
from
last
here,
time.
but no, I ain't never got beat off of for the food stamp card because I know I've heard these stories before, you know, by niggas getting beat, and I was always skeptical. I'm weird like that, bro, because I have been beat in other parts of the game from being gang goofy, and
I
nigga,
done got beat in everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh? No, I'm
I done got
saying.
beat. I done got beat in everything at least one time.
I'm not
You
finna
know what I'm
sit here and
saying?
act like I ain't got beat before by the game, man. If the game is cold, nigga, walk on the sidewalks, bro. If you ain't ready for this shit, bro, because like
Hey,
Stay out the
get your
street.
head
Stay
bumped,
out the
nigga.
street.
old nigga,
Hey, bro,
nigga,
it
old
was
game, bitch gonna take advantage of you.
family though. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, it don't
Yeah.
matter.
It don't matter.
family.
It don't matter.
It's worse when it's family. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
You
hit
gotta see that
different.
motherfucker
That's
again.
all. It hit
You gonna see him
different.
again.
What's up, Cuddy Nate? Big Body Griffin the building. You
Yeah.
heard?
What
I
up?
fight about mine. Shit.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Nah, but so man, yeah. Anyway, man, moving right along, man. That the food stamp card thing, that's cold. Does anybody
Bullshit.
care? So what's up with the U.S., man? So we giving Ukraine $2 billion for equipment for the war over there with Russia.
Man.
And we got motherfuckers on the sidewalk over here pissing and shitting in the corners of the businesses, but we gonna get them $2 billion,
man.
whatever the fuck.
You motherfuckers voted Biden in.
I didn't vote a motherfucker in.
I'm like, I didn't know how you guys felt about this, and you know, it's politics as usual, but you know, it's like just my thought is like just what Don said, kind of like, but I mean, you know, in addition to what she's talking about, it's all kinds of different shit we could be taking care of in this country with that kind of money. Yet still we have problems, or we always talk about, or we point to, whether it be drugs, housing issue, you know what I'm saying, food shortages, you know, these type of things. But then we can sit here and announce this shit on the news in these people's faces who actually struggle with those things and say, we're going to give this country $2 billion to fight a war that don't have nothing to do with us, other than there's some NATO countries and they reneging on some shit they already agreed that they wouldn't do. Warsaw, read about it. But I'm telling you, I don't support that shit. And that's my thoughts on that. I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers with on your goddamn got the flags on your page and all that shit. Yeah, I said it. Got a problem? Eat a dick. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Seriously. I don't give a fuck about what's with Zelensky or none of them motherfuckers.
Well, most motherfuckers don't care about where they at. It's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't care about where they live. I'm talking about really in America. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of shit that's going on here, man, that they button their nose into other people's business for whatever reason, or they want to be. It's just like you just got a soft administration, man. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like this though, but the people though, it's, you know, at one point it's gonna have to be on us or people that care about this to, I mean, it's like, I mean, are we that far going to where that shit, we can't do that? Because
bro, listen, all I can tell you is, I mean, if you look at the world and how it's going, man, like who's really pulling the strings of who's getting voted in?
Rich people.
You know what I'm saying? Not really. No, it's not rich people. It's really. I mean, honestly, if you look at, honestly, it's being done off of feelings and how a person feels and things like that, man. Really, you have a lot of women that's pretty much in power, man. You know what I'm saying? That's holding these mayor positions, that's holding these chief of police positions that are really, you know what I'm saying, like controlling like how votes are really being made when it comes to like the LGBTQI and all that community and things like that. Like those things are really coming off of how a person feels, man. Well, you know how how would you feel, or what would you feel like, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of that stuff is really based off of women, bro. So I mean, when you have those kind of things going on, man, that's the kind of outcome that you're gonna have. Everything is gonna be based on feeling, not off of no kind of fact, but it's all really off of how you feel. And that's
they selling that heavy.
And that's the way the world is going to, man. Ain't no really, they ain't promote no heterosexual man, whether he black or white. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to make, you know, they're gonna demonize
you if you say that too loud.
Right.
You can't
You know what I mean?
be that.
So, I mean, when you look at that, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believe in whatever they believe in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no faith no more. You know,
But yeah,
ain't no
right.
none of that.
They define you now. You can define your own way. So what people say is it's like, oh, I'm spiritual. The fuck does that mean?
Right.
You see
Well,
what
who
I'm
do
saying?
you believe
But it's
in?
something to say though. But it's like this. It's like a buzzword. It's a trending thing, spiritual. But then people, you know, it's like people ain't even full-time Christians, but they act like they are though.
Right.
Traditionally in family, you came from a family in a black household. You might have came from the church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as the generations go on, we get further and further away from the church. So it's like, yeah, I come from a Christian family, strong Christian family, but I'm not. I mean, I tend to, you know, I go to church when I can, but I'm not really a Christian, am I?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
it's
I would say this. I would say the way that all of us were raised, especially how our grandparents raised us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether or not we subscribe to it now, you know, a lot of those, but you know, or we still practice a lot of those things. But I feel like, you know, as you get older, you tend to realize, you know, a lot of the things and a lot of the structure that they were trying to teach us was the right way. You know what I mean? And I think that us as a community, we strayed away from that, like you were saying. And that's what got us into a lot of trouble, because whenever you praising yourself, you your own God. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't believe in nothing else. You know
That's
what I
real
mean?
shit.
That's when the trouble's gonna hit, because you know you don't believe your shit don't stink, or you know what I mean. So I think that when you start doing that, it's a slippery slope, man, and it's only gonna get, and it only gets worse, and that's where you see how the world is today. Don't nobody believe in nothing. Was wrong is right, and was right is wrong.
Say that again for the bitches in the back, nigga.
yeah, real
For
though.
real
No?
though, that's the realest shit ever though. Like, you know, everybody wants to be the top dog and I'm this, I'm that. Well, you
I'm
wouldn't
a
be
boss
nothing without
bitch.
God. You ain't nothing without God, bitch.
I'm a
You know what I'm
boss
saying?
bitch.
I mean,
Yeah.
on some real shit. Like, you know, it's just like what are we talking about here? Because without him, we're nothing. I mean, let's think about it. Let's ponder on that for a moment. You know what I mean? But like just like you were saying earlier, it's all based on what women are feeling and all that. And most of those women that are doing all this feeling, they want to be men anyway. They feel like they're a man any motherfucking way. And did anybody see when they were showing this crippled motherfucker walking over there with Putin or whoever the fuck he was walking with when he was doing his little talk with the peoples over there? Did you see how he was walking like he had a stroke, nigga? This motherfucker like he was about to tip the fuck over. And this is our president. Biden's bitch
Biden?
ass, nigga.
Well,
He got one foot in the dirt, nigga, and he's the president.
He's running again.
I mean, I would say that
he's just
the
a
one
token.
thing about, you know, and I would say I like our last president that we have. I know they close to around the same age. I think what people don't understand on the world stage, not just in America, but on the world stage, you have to have someone in office that people kind of fear. You can't have some soft motherfucker or some elderly. I mean, they all old. You know what I mean? They all elderly.
He's
So I will say
feeble.
that.
He's
But there's
feeble.
but there's a different type of elderly.
That's what I'm saying.
This motherfucker look like he need. This motherfucker look like he need to be in a care facility. Are you fucking kidding me?
So
You know what
who's
I'm saying?
scared? Who is scared? Who is scared of that? You
Nobody.
know, on the world stage, or who is going to be scared of someone that goes on the feeling part of things and on the woman side of things? Because most countries, like outside of America, really, most countries they don't view women in the same way that we do here. So, you know, when you look at that, other countries are willing to try, and they're gonna buck back. You know what I mean?
They're
And
gonna
you
test
look
you
at
because they don't believe in what you. They don't believe you,
right?
Because women run, and for us, how they look at things is different. You know, it's a struggle for, you know, women's empowerment in this country, or women's are victim just like niggas and anybody else, that person of color, IPOC or whatever, right? You know, you're a victim. Remember that you're special.
So in other countries, they like, man, you either man should get off the pot, man. One or the other, like, you know, they're not playing that. You know what I mean? So it's it's just a situation where, man, you got to have somebody that's strong and they got a backbone that people are afraid of. That what he said he gonna do, he gonna do. If he say you bet not do this, then you know what I mean. Like you know the difference, man. And we just soft all the way around, you know. And you see how China own us.
Yeah,
you know,
well, that was but we did that. I mean,
we been sold our soul to them, you know what I mean. But
I look at it like this, though. I mean, you know, man. I mean, it's just like you said, man. It's like don't nobody believe in nothing no more. There's no honor, you know.
Nope.
So
absolutely not. We taking our views and trying to shove it on other countries that don't believe in a lot of the stuff that we believe in, and
right.
That's
democracy.
That's where you get a lot of bucking from. You know what I mean? Like, no, You know what I'm saying?
Does it work though? You know, because they keep pushing it. You know, when Obama was in office and his administration and all that shit, and they had the spring and all that over in the over there in the Middle East and all that kind of shit. The Arab Spring, I think is what they were calling it or whatever it was. But you know, spreading democracy like as if, you know, that's like this perfect system or whatever, when you consider that how it's been in America with his own people. You know what I mean? It's still the same thing, but it's just kind of dressed up and neat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus them coming at that with you with that hardcore shit. Like, yeah, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They finna come get you a police brutality, this little shit that we seeing over here, nigga. That's regular over there.
Man, listen. That's a miss. That ain't nothing. That ain't even making newsworthy over in other places, man. I done seen some stuff, man, where you don't want to get arrested, put it that way.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like you don't want no parts of crime whatsoever, because it's some heavy consequences. You ain't gonna make it to
the little shit though.
Man, listen, you're not gonna make it to the jail looking right. I'm gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna be rearranged.
So let me ask this question. So who on this panel agrees that we should be giving them $2 billion in defense funds?
Hey, until they pay my student loans, no.
There you go. But then they don't want. But then it's like, you know, you got people that did pay their shit, and then they feel away. So they kind of.
I mean, they don't
Fuck
care
them.
about,
so what? We need to get our shit paid.
They don't care about education over here, man. So
no, they don't.
You know, as far as like investing in just especially just in the infrastructure of the country in the whole, when it comes to roads.
I think that
all that stuff, you know.
The infrastructure, you know, roads and bridges, the public school system, it's been fucking hijacked with this whole woke narrative. We used to be awake, but now we're woke. You know, being awake is being aware, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the motherfucker just woke, which is you woefully ignorant. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what they're pushing in. Like, it's like, now, do you send your kids to these schools, or do you homeschool them? Because now homeschooling is really it's out there now.
Man, I'm looking for a tutor. I'm looking for somebody like that for like at least 3 days a week for my son right now. Like I'm just like, as I start to educate myself, man, I start to like realize like it's just a lot different, man, from when we were growing up as kids and things like that. And especially, man, I'm like, do I really want basically my kid to be taught by, you know, in front of a stranger for 8-9 hours of the day, not knowing what the hell they believe in and what kind of views they spewing on my kid. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, you know, if your kid is spending, you know, 8 hours a day in school, they damn near seeing the teacher more than they are you.
Yep.
Depending on if you got a job or, you know, you got something else going on, and you know what I mean? So, you know, your kids are going to be heavily influenced, you know, by this parental person that's in their life all the time, whether they have one teacher a day or they got 4 or 5 teachers a day. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just, I'm like, I look at that and I'm just like, man, there's just a lot of certain views and things like that I want to be able to instill in my kid. You know what I mean? And I have no other outside motherfucker like in there telling him like, oh man, well, this is okay. And, you know, it's okay if you feel this way, or no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Well, Jermaine, Ray and I used to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and go to a private session of teaching us Black history. So you just got to take the initiative, and whatever you feel that they're not teaching your kid, you make sure you set aside the time if you can,
Right.
and teach them the things that you want them to know, like how to balance a checkbook, how to run a business, how to do this, that, the other, or how to put yourself in position. Because they don't teach us that in school.
You know, the difference was, Ronaldo,
Absolutely.
because of what we were doing when we were young. We had initiative and drive, and most kids, or I'm not gonna say most kids, but a lot of kids wasn't doing what we was doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like that was some extraordinary shit to be doing, because none of these niggas have no goddamn Black history classes, but we made our own fucking class and went to the motherfucker for no credit, but we had to be there at 7 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, when y'all was doing,
I remember that.
When y'all was doing, I would say this, man. You know, naturally I was a lot younger, but when y'all was doing BGE and stuff like that, man, that was really ahead of its time, man, because you had young Black men, man, and you know, taking control over, you know, where they want to be, or where they see, you know, how they see things going, and you know, you guys want to read books, you know, and all this other kind of stuff, which is not popular, you know, at all now. You know what I mean? They say a Black man's kryptonite is a book. You know what I mean? So, you know,
right.
Look
at the private chat.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, y'all. Yeah, look at the private chat.
Yeah, I know. Call him. Don, text him. Somebody. I mean, he's probably asleep, Tanya. I think he was here, and he's probably knocked out.
All right.
We'll have to reach out to him.
Say he getting tracked down, man.
I know his daughter is on. That's his manager.
Look, on his helmet,
look. You need to talk to him. I think he went to sleep. I just talked to him today. He was stuck over here.
If they both have iPhones, they can.
Hey man, I'll be feeling. Hey man, I can't remember. We was doing something, whatever, man. My wife had put that thing on my phone, man. I was like, I'm like, I gotta take this shit up off here. I feel like a goddamn dog or something.
What is it? That eye track or some shit?
Nah, yeah, man, that shit. Like your phone. I think my phone had got lost, or something had happened, or whatever. Right? She was like, you know, at least, you know, now we always know where your phone is at, or this, that, and other, or whatever. That should sound good, but it just be like, you know what I'm saying?
Jermaine, you got an iPhone?
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
Listen.
Oh,
I
so
mean, Google has that. So my Google shit, I can do that.
I'm gonna call him right now for y'all. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So on my Google shit, my Google account or whatever, on any of my fucking devices, bro, if I lose them joints, I can fucking go into there on any computer and it'll send out a signal and make my shit ring unless it's dead. You know what I mean? And that it doesn't matter what it is. I can be my computer or whatever. That shit'll, you know, beep louder than a motherfucker, and I can find it. It'll locate it. It'll tell me. It gives me a map, nigga, on all my devices, nigga, where my shit is. I got 2 phones. I got a lap, you know, a Chromebook and some shit. So it tells me where all that shit is. And if I was ever misplace it or whatever, and I've used it, it'll give me the map, take me right there. You ain't iPhone. In other words, iPhone ain't fucking special.
Right. Yeah.
No, I was just curious because that's the feature I use.
Yeah, I don't like a motherfucker to be able to just know where I'm at, even though I ain't, you know what I mean? Even though I ain't doing nothing. Right. But even that, that just feels interrogatious, kind of like to me. Like I'm like, I don't like that. I just don't. That's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he had, you know, 59-15, or you know what I mean? He had.
Well, I look at it. It's kind of weird though, bro, because it's like I see that, you know, I'm that, but at the same time, it's like though. Some, you know, in the event of an emergency,
it might help you.
You dig what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, I'm with
your kids. Yeah, my kids all
got.
I
look at it. It's good.
It don't matter what, you know.
Or if you have health issues of some sort or whatever, and your woman got to get in touch with you, or you know, and they get it, you know, so they know how to track you down. You know, I haven't heard from this motherfucker. he usually call me at this time, or this is our schedule, or I call him to check if he taking his meds or some shit like that, motherfucker. Where you have you taking your, you know, you have people to have support people like that for him,
Right.
You know, so I think that, you know, I guess that, I mean, I get it, man. It's just, but this is the world that we live in, and for certain situations, man, I would be like, man, if I got a problem, nigga, I want to be somebody to be able to at least make an attempt to get me, man. If I, you know, if I get a lifeline,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say a friend of yours is going out on a date for a male or female that nobody
I
really
get
knows.
it. The male, here's the creepy guy. Go ahead.
And then we don't hear back from, let's just say, Don or myself in an hour or two. I'm like, okay, I'm going on a date with such and such, and you guys have my tracking location, and you're like, okay, this is where Renal was at, or this is where Don was at, and this is the exact coordinates.
For me, man, I ain't living that way. I ain't doing that, you know what I mean? Like,
he's just giving it
living like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need a motherfucker try, you know what I mean? Like, I know where I'm at, and you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's good for something. It's
good for you have a daughter. We made it all these years up until now.
Exactly.
I don't need that shit today.
I don't think I got somebody that's mad enough to be following me, trying to do something to me, and you know what I mean? Like, I stay paranoid. My health is good. You know what I mean? I'm not living like that, so I don't.
I know this. Let's say your daughter go out on a date with a knucklehead that you don't really know about.
Listen, my kids. I know where my kids are at every day, 24 hours a day. That's what it's for to me.
Okay. So this is what the new technology is, and I'm finna get the corner on this, Ronaldo. I'll let you go, but I'm finna start. I'm gonna maximize the chip that you can put under your skin. I know that they got it, but I'm finna. And for my kids, or not my kids, but for the people who got kids, you can, when they're first born, you get them and register them. Boop, boop. You got them, not right there where you can find them. They don't ever know. You don't do that. You don't think that'd be a good idea for the kids?
No,
like a microchip. Like
it's the same as a fucking phone.
No, exactly.
It ain't.
It's like what they do. It's like what they do to the fucking dogs and cats around this motherfucker. No,
yeah, but who
a microchip right here?
Who can leave their house without their phone? You see what I'm saying? That phone is either in your hip or right by you, bro.
I would say the difference with that is that who's controlling that chip?
No, you are. You know what I mean?
So they say.
Well, who's controlling the phone?
So
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's going but who's controlling the phone? Because
I think the one thing is you can always throw the phone down or whatever else. You can't, you know what I mean? Once it's in you, it's in you.
I'm just talking about for safety, not for any nefarious thing, but it can be used that kind of a way.
But if the government is controlling, are you really safe?
I feel the same way about a phone, so there's no difference for me. Whether it's pinned on you, I'm saying that you do this, not that the government is making you do this. I'm just saying if it was a product that's available out there, if it was something that it was a concern for you as a parent or somebody having young kids or whatever, to have it implanted in them. So now you ain't got to worry about it. And it's something you activate in case something happens when you can't find your kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's it's the same thing. Who controls that technology with the company that you get it from, right? Information, just like these phones and the information that they keep and that they listen to, the NSA and all that type shit, it's the same thing. Other than I
get it. It's just the insertion of body.
It's evasive, and I get all that. But once you get past that, I mean, motherfuckers get tattoos and fucking tongue rings and earrings and all type of shit. I mean, modifications to their bodies, whether it be fucking horns and shit they screw in their heads. These motherfuckers be doing. I've seen it. All this shit happens right now. Ain't nothing different than that. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure they got something like that too. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, I just want to corner the market. That's all I'm saying.
Kyla, have you called your dad? I'm just reading the messages.
Oh,
her name is Tanya.
That's her. This is Jack's other daughter. No, I don't know.
Michaela, is it Michaela? Michaela. Michaela. Okay.
What kind of where did that name come from, Tanya? I don't know. Did your dad approve that? Did that get approved? Is that authorized? I don't know what's going on with there.
Yeah.
Anybody call him yet?
Hold on. Don did.
I called him. He didn't answer. I called his ass twice, so he didn't answer. He probably somewhere drooling on himself sleep.
Yeah, he probably sleep. Man.
Okay.
He had a long day yesterday.
Like I said, bro, it ain't nothing like being in your own stuff, bro. Like
He got home, man. It was like,
hey man, it ain't nothing like
shit.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so check this out, y'all. Did y'all hear about the woman that got snatched by the alligator?
Yes.
I did see that.
Oh
Mhm.
my!
They
I
got
did.
video. They
I
got
felt
video.
bad. I felt
Did you
bad
see
for
that?
her, man.
You
You
got the
see that,
video?
Ivory?
No, you got the
Is it-
video?
I got
is it
somewhat of a video. It don't give you the
Look,
whole
he
shit.
want to see it all too. Look,
They show. I do too, though. But I did too,
Yeah.
I
though. But
do.
the mother, they
no,
show
they
the
was show.
motherfucker, the
No, they
dog. They
wasn't
walk,
supposed to
he
do
walking
that.
on the edge.
Yeah, that
and
was
then the
enough.
dog, and then you see the motherfucker come out the water, come up towards the dog, and the lady stepping, and right before he get her on the leg, they get stopped. So we
Yeah,
gonna
man,
watch
it was
that.
supposed to, man. They wasn't supposed to
Was
do
it? Was
that.
this in Florida?
I want to see
Yeah,
it though.
I want
Yeah.
to see it too.
I
Shit.
want to keep it a buck. I'm a ghoul, nigga. I don't care, bro. I want to see it. I used to have faces of death, all that type shit,
Guess
bro.
what, y'all?
And
Just
they gonna
look.
kill the alligator. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, they got rid of him. You gotta
that's
go.
stupid. The alligator didn't do nothing
Somebody's
wrong.
gonna be hurt today, and I'm gonna
Oh,
laugh.
it's just
Man,
an
that
alligator.
alligator kill your kid, man, or something like that, man. You finna go kill that alligator.
The
Man.
alligator did what it was supposed to do.
Right, and you gonna do what you supposed to do.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have
Hey,
it.
man, you go hunting for free. You go, hey, listen,
Yeah,
man.
but what I'm saying though is, bro, like first of all, we ain't gonna be by the water. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be strolling like it's a goddamn beach.
Nah, but this
nigga.
is
I have
Florida,
to
You
agree.
gotta watch this, bro. You gotta
But
Yeah,
to
I
a
wanna
certain,
see it.
but at the same thing. But
For
no,
sure.
listen though. When I was down there and I was living in Florida, it has signs up everywhere. Stay away from these areas.
Thank
Don't
you.
walk close to the banks. Don't do this. She was 1,000 years old. She knew what the motherfucking rules was. You know what I'm saying? You took your motherfucking ass
God
over there
damn.
fucking around with your punk ass animal, and you try
Exactly.
to save your fucking animal, who's more important than most people to you, and you got ate the fuck up.
Hell
Oh
yeah, nigga,
motherfucking
shit,
well.
I love
Because there
my
was a lady on the news that said the same shit. She said, "Well, then we all know that they're here and to watch out and to stay away from the water areas." So what if it's your neighborhood? So what if that's in your backyard and it's a whole bunch of rich white folks and whoever the folks is
I
living
wanna
over
see
there?
it.
no, now you didn't label them.
I'm just saying that's all I seen on the news. I mean, what the fuck else am I supposed to say?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
love my dog. I
retirement
love
spot
my
of
dog,
old.
man. Damn near.
But my
That's
dog
you,
is gonna
bro.
get
some of
ate
my
the fuck
family
up.
members.
My dog is gonna
Oh,
get ate up.
Don, you gonna pitch your dog off to the croc and
I'm
dip
saving
on him?
myself. Fuck that dog.
Hey man, I love my dog more than some of my family members.
Oh
Look,
man,
I want to see the video.
Yes.
Clearly. She shouldn't have had her motherfucking ass over there. It clearly states.
See, I don't know the rules down there like that.
Well, I was down there, and what I'm saying is, like, me and Alex would go out and go walk at night, and I knew.
Yep, there you go. Now, what was you doing walking at night, Don?
Because we were in the streets, in the city part, but there were some areas where they had the little ponds, the little waterways in the backyard.
Little troughs.
Yeah. And nigga, I seen the little thing on his little thing where they hit his little head out and that was it for me. That was it for me. And I knew at that moment, no. Then one day we went to go pick up the kids from school, and it was an alligator just in the road. In the road, it wasn't no water. Okay, note to self. So I'm looking at the signs in them areas, and it says, beware, alligators are present. They will attack. Stay away. If you see one, but go the other way. No, they feel like that they're greater than all, and you took your ass over there.
Now look how close her ass is, bro. Come on, man.
She was supposed to get ate up. She was a nice snack for him.
Oh, y'all cold.
Man, she 85, man.
Yeah, but it ain't.
Can y'all hear this?
Look at the wrinkles in the water, the waves.
She too worried. She trying to move.
Florida was caught.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear this?
It's got her.
On release 911 call. The call was made by 76-year-old Carol Thomas, who was watching from her lakefront home as Gloria Surge was attacked while walking with
somebody got that shit up.
Got what shit up?
Got they sound up because it's echoing.
Oh, that's me.
She fetched this pole to try to freaking woman to shore.
Oh my God! Oh no! I was trying to stick a pull out for her, and I was telling you at the same time, and she's gone.
Okay.
She's gone.
It's horrible for her family. It's horrible. Just
Wait. Did
and
she
her
die?
friends and,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
She got eight.
she's
Yeah.
alligator shit already by now.
Look at the waves, bro. You see the
There's
waves?
no way. Christina.
The
Man.
Man.
There it is right there.
Fixture. He even had a name. He was captured by trappers and euthanized.
Uh,
Authorities are warning pet owners not to walk their dogs near Florida's alligator-infested lakes and
Man, I'll make some shoes out of that motherfucker, man. And a coat.
I'm getting my whole interior done.
Hey, that dog wasn't no dummy.
And she said, I don't know why people always want to walk near the lake.
Don,
And the
yep,
dog survived.
yep.
The
Don
dog
said it.
survived. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
she knew better. This ain't no. This wasn't.
You said the
like,
dog survived?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's lying.
dog
She's
survived.
alligator shit already. She didn't already been shit out. So
The
what I'm
alligator,
saying is-
no, he didn't get a chance. He pulled her under. I don't think he consumed any of her. He pulled her under though, and the lady was trying to
he
poke
ate
her with a
her
stick.
ass. He ate her ass. She's
Yeah,
gone.
she got money.
They don't
ate.
eat.
Mm.
Listen,
They
bro.
don't
Do you
what?
guys know how they eat?
Yeah, they eat whole.
Do you know how
swallow.
they eat? They don't.
They
They
rip,
have
tear
to
the meat.
fucking rip her apart and have time.
Yeah.
They twist and shit like that because they don't. They can clamp down and then they
Well, he
rip
got a piece
like
of her.
this. Yeah, what
He
I'm
got a
saying
piece
is
of her.
all they did, she drowned. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
They pulled her
Okay.
by her foot in that motherfucker, and then she was floating because the lady was trying to get her up, get them off of him, and then they pulled her out. The dude got her body out, and she drowned. It didn't eat her.
Well, lucky for her family. But point is, there's rules and there's waterways with no, they don't just leave the waters bare without no motherfucking instructions or
Yup.
warnings or signs. And down there, every body of water has a sign. I don't care if it's as big as my backyard, the water is. If that's that small for most of the shit that's down there, there's a sign. Beware, alligators are present. They're
Yup.
known to be present. They're going to have a sign at any body of water. She lives there. She knows what it is. The lady knew her. She know the rules. They said they even gave the nigga a name. The nigga had a name,
His
nigga.
name was
The
Henry.
nigga had a name. So they know that this nigga's in there chilling. And you still
Yup.
took your old ass without the motor skills or the speed to get away. On top of the fact that you right and you noticed
Motor
you had
skills,
you
nigga.
had a wish.
Alright.
You was ready. You was ready to go walk for Jesus, and you are walking for Jesus now. Clearly.
Hey,
You
bro,
will not
you
get- you will
seen you
not be
clearly
married.
seen the wakes coming.
It wasn't. It was
Yeah.
all the signs were there. The dog was telling
But
you, "Hey,
it didn't look like she even realized.
She was looking the other way. She was looking.
Yeah, she was
straight
kind of
ahead.
looking like,
The
yeah,
dog
kind of
knew.
like
The
the
dog
dog-
no
knew
matter
yeah,
where
it
she
was
was looking, she knew she's supposed to keep her eyes on that water at all times, and you don't walk by the water with your little animals because that's the rules in Florida."
you know, when I pulled up the articles for this story, all kind of shit stories came up like this about dogs. They were showing like pictures of dogs
Yeah.
with patches of hair cut off because they done had the surgery and shit because of them alligators.
Yeah,
And
it ain't.
the more I think about it, man, I'm like, dang,
I'm
man.
I'm just
I
saying.
want to feel bad for the old lady, but she lived a long life, you know.
Okay,
She-
so there it
she
is.
got
So
it in.
she said she was
got it
tired.
in,
She didn't want to be here no more.
you know.
Bam, you gone. What I'm saying
Suicide
is
by gator. Okay,
clearly,
I see what it is.
clearly, because why the
You
fuck
don't
would you
even
not be
draw
paying
like that.
attention? Why would you not be paying
Suicide by
attention?
gator.
Clearly, I mean, God forgive me for saying my statements as I'm saying them, but this is just how I see it. You know
Look
what I'm
at
saying?
it. I was reading the comments on this shit, bro. The people are so cruel. So
Mhm.
you are in good company. But
Okay,
you know,
good. Well, I'm just saying because the shit makes absolutely no sense to me, nigga. I seen
yeah,
a
because
fucking lizard.
with
All I
that
seen was a lizard, and that was enough for me.
what that lady said at the end, kind of it
She
hit
said,
different because she said she said, I don't know why
Why
people walk their dogs over that, and she just like, and when she was saying, oh, it got her, it's like this lady knew this was gonna happen eventually
Yeah.
to one of these motherfuckers who continue
But
to
she
do
didn't
this
say the
stupid shit.
alligator got her. She said he got her because they know him. He had a name.
Henry, nigga.
He had a name.
The bride lives right there, so she sees people walking by all the time.
Again,
Assholes.
he got a name.
Well, are they assholes? You know, they're only assholes to themselves and the dog because they put them at risk, though. But to me, if you doing the dumb shit and I'm sitting there watching you,
Oh yeah,
you
and I know you doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause you said you was a higher being. You will not be cut
Hey,
you up.
man.
Hey, nice of you to join us.
I was dead, bro. I was
I
dead.
told
I
you.
told
I
you what I
told you.
say,
I
y'all.
told you.
I said this
Yeah.
nigga sleep, and Jermaine was like, "You in your own bed, nigga. It ain't nothing like that." After being on the couch for a couple of days.
I
I
already
was
know.
dead.
Look,
Yeah, man.
Yep. But no, yeah, she put herself out there. That's a cold shot right there.
They
That's some
talking.
cold shit.
Don is cold. She went in on the old lady that got hit by the gator, bro. She hit. She was like, no. She said that's what she get, though. But they ain't supposed to be. But she knew the rules, and
That's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm just saying that's what she get because she got everybody out. No, you knew all the rules. You're 85. Y'all named this nigga, and you just felt like he wasn't gonna fuck with you because y'all gave him a name. He's a wild animal. He's a beast.
that nigga
Bro,
named Sherry.
they were like what? I say within 6 feet of the water.
No, they weren't even
man, it
6
was
feet,
closer than
nigga.
that.
It was closer than
No,
that,
you didn't
bro.
watch the
She was
video,
right
bro.
she was right on the
On the
bank.
edge.
Yeah, she
On
was
the
right.
edge.
Yeah, she was.
On
She
the
was right
bank.
there.
So she knew better. And
He didn't
6
have to do
inches,
nothing. He
maybe
didn't have to
6
do nothing
inches.
but take 2 steps, and he was there.
She was maybe 2 feet
As she
from the
started to
edge of the
run,
water.
as she tried to get away, but at first she was like 6 inches away from the water, man. Like
Yeah.
seriously, she was right there on it. Like if she hadn't seen or taken time, the dog wouldn't have moved. She wouldn't have moved, and he would have had both of them. How about that?
BUFUM, both of them.
Both of them.
Both.
Both.
Say, man. So why this little dude, man, beat his teacher up though for
Yeah.
taking his Nintendo Switch?
Yeah,
Did
that
you
little
guys
nigga need
see
to go to
that?
jail.
Listen, he's special
How
needs, man.
how
Yeah, he
big
gonna be
was he?
special need, and he gonna be specially locked the fuck up.
How big was this child?
Nigga.
How big?
Hey, this nigga, man, that
How
lady,
big was the
that
child?
lady weighed maybe 125, nigga.
Oh, the lady too?
Man,
Oh,
he
yeah.
How
knocked
big
her
was the
ass
child?
and got on top of. No, he
He
ain't no
was
child,
he's 6'6",
bro. He's
270
wild
pounds.
and still in killing.
Wait.
Who's
What grade was
stuttering like
he
that?
in?
I
Because
don't
I'm
know.
kind
He
of.
was 17. The dude's
Damn.
not all there.
I'm
Oh yeah,
gonna
he's
tell you this. I know
it's a
what I was
wrap.
doing at 17.
And it wasn't that.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Do
he
you
that
know
was.
that
little
this
nigga,
nigga ain't dealing?
what
He's short of a fucking of a whole case, bro. You know he's short, right? This nigga's crazy, bro.
bro, that dude
This
was
ain't this
wild
is
and
this
still
is
in the killing.
no, he ain't wanted, man. No,
You need to
he
put your
nigga.
hood on. I see it.
Listen, bro, he wanted in ones, bro. He's really about that, bro. He's not no one. He's retarded, bro. Like
That's what I'm
hold
saying.
on.
Y'all
Oh
these niggas is
man,
outside on this shit, sliding and shit.
hold
Somebody
on,
Hey,
gonna
yeah,
get
man.
you got
hurt.
to show that, right? Go ahead,
I'm
show
going
it.
to. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
show
man,
you.
cut the
Seen it,
mic
right?
down
You
so they
seen
can
it?
really hear what they saying too.
Hey
Like,
man, that's some cold shit, bro. I mean, cause
hey, that little nigga need.
but
Hey, and his parents need to
He
go to
needs some
jail too.
therapy. He needs some therapy.
Nah, he need jail. He
Well,
need jail.
that's the people that would be like, he needs some therapy. He had a hard childhood.
Getting a
I'm
look
just
at more
saying what
of
the
these
people say.
videos. Worker was attacked by a student inside Kansas high school. We want to warn you, it might be tough to watch. The video shows the 17-year-old knocking the victim unconscious
Oh
Tuesday
shit.
and punching her before teachers intervened. The victim ended up with serious injuries. The teen was arrested a short time later. Flagler County say he was upset because the paraprofessional took his Nintendo Switch during class. He's now charged with aggravated battery.
Oh, that's all.
Man, I bet she won't touch this shit again.
At least he was giving her body. He was giving her them body shots. He was working that body, boy. He was working
Man,
that
listen,
body.
that little nigga need
that's
to
a
go to
big
jail.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, he was
bro.
huge.
That ain't cool, bro. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
cool
We
about
know
that.
it ain't cool. So listen, have you watched the other videos with him talking when they're talking to him?
Nuh-uh.
Okay, so when you watched it, that you're gonna understand, bro. Like this dude is he ain't got a whole case, bro. I mean, it's like you know that's bound to happen, man. It's like taking a little kid's toy and they have a temper tantrum. That's
So
exactly
was
what
that a
that was.
regular school that he was in?
No, nigga. That's what I'm saying. He was in, he was on another wing of the school for the Tito's, nigga. I'm
ERC.
trying to tell you, bro. That's where he was on.
Why you gotta be
Bro,
a Tito's?
listen,
That's
man.
fucked up.
Hold on, but listen,
So
bro.
what, he
He's
on
sick.
ILP? So is he on ILP? Like he just on ILP? He just a bad kid.
No, he's not. Listen, bro. He got the slanted eyes kind of thing,
Okay, so his IQ
trying
is
to be
below
PC
60.
here.
His IQ is below
Listen,
65.
bro. They would, yeah. He listen, bro. He told
He's
the
on the spectrum.
policeman. He said, "Are we going?" He said, "Am I going?" He said, "I'm not. Am I going to jail?" This is what they're asking after the shit, bro. And he's like, "Because I don't have time for this." So you tell me a motherfucker who just do what you just seen do, and he says this shit, bro. It's on the internet, bro. I mean, like he says, I don't got time for this. And like, if you listen to him talk,
I'm
though,
hung up on
he
this
sounds
thing right
like
quick.
a kid,
Listen,
like
man,
a little kid, nigga.
I didn't have foster kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was foster young men. There was probably, I think I had this one young man. I think he was either 17 or 18 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of them kids that was like very impressionable. Like everything that he seen, like if he see a music video, he believe it. Like
He's kind of
so at that time, at that point in time, I think Waka Flocka was real big, right? So he thought he was a blood, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. He was just so whooped out, and he just thought he was Waka Flocka. I mean, I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? And I used to sit him down, like tell him, like, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, you don't want no parts of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad out here, you know what I'm saying? And you halfway going to school, man. You in this house, man, you cool, man. So, you know what I mean? And like some of the other, foster young men, you know what I'm saying, they playing music or whatever, right? So they playing certain music, it's getting him riled up. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. And I have to go talk to them like, hey, man, you can't play this up in here. You know what I'm saying? It's too much gangsterism going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do that. I don't even want y'all having that kind of vibe. Sure enough, man, this kid, man, he go out. It was one day, and I was always getting calls from him, man, that I would have to like leave whatever I was doing to go handle some shit that he didn't got into, whether at school or he was just something going on, man. So he ended up getting out of school. He had an ankle. This kid had an ankle. He had no, he didn't have an ankle bracelet on him at the time. So but he's supposed to be in at a certain time, and this probation officer will come to the house every day to check on this little kid. You know what I'm saying? And this little kid, man, he did not come home when he's supposed to. And I had to, every time they don't come home, you got to report it, or else if something happened, you get in trouble.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I ended up having to call or whatever, like, hey man, he ain't here, this, that, and the other. And you know what I'm saying? He ends up at the, what is that, Holiday Park over there by Lloyd Center.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up getting into it with a dude over there. The dude whooped his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm pretty sure it's in front of a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So he catches the max or whatever out to 82nd.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like an hour or something later. You know what I'm saying? The little dude that whooped his ass, you know what I'm saying, was out there too. You know what I'm saying? And whooped his ass again. You know what I'm saying? So then he had took the max. I don't remember somewhere he took the max at, but wherever he took the max at again, the little nigga was out there again, and he whipped his ass again. And then the police had found him, body in, and brought him home.
Mm-hmm.
And they had told me the story, like he ended up going upstairs for a minute. I'm like, just go in your room right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to the police, and once I talk to them or whatever, then I'm gonna come talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And so the police ended up telling me like what everything that happened, the whole night, right? I'm sitting here, I'm trying not to laugh, right? I'm just sitting there like, now what happened? I'm like, he got beat up 3 times by the same person in the same night.
I thought somebody was gonna get capped or somebody got killed by some kind of shit like that going on.
Right.
Then my cousin Bobo got killed. You know what I'm saying? Because he was bullying that dude back in the day or whatever. For you know what I mean, always bullying the dude. So I'm like, what? So I ended up talking to the little boy, man. He ended up coming in, man, and we ended up sitting there talking. I was just like, so what's going on? He was just like, man, the nigga was he was from the other side and this, that, and the other. I was like, man, I told you, man, this shit ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to
But
not.
he's kind of, but that
Well,
whole
he was
story.
slow though. He was like,
that's my point.
he was
just like this little motherfucker.
Bro,
he was retarded.
He was super impressionable, bro. He was super impressionable, and I would say, you know, and I don't know what's going on with him, man, but I'm pretty sure he went to jail.
Is he alive today?
I don't, like I said, I don't know. I can't even remember like his full, you know, last name or whatever.
He should have been an impression in your head, nigga.
But bro, because I mean, I had a whole bunch of them that did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a whole. I could do a show on that alone with being in your pulling up to your house in your driveway and not wanting to go in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to be him.
With turnt little niggas, it's little niggas.
Hey, listen, they 17. I'm talking about 16, 17, 18, 19.
Like this kid right here though is 6'6" though.
Any of them try to flex on you?
He looked like a football
What'd you
player.
say?
He said, what?
I asked you, man, anyone ever try to flex on him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I had to hit one up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you'll really get it. You really supposed to get in trouble for that.
Hey, I had a 12.
I don't give a fuck. I'd have been in trouble.
Come at me with a fork.
These man
came at you with a fork.
Yeah, with a fork. And Jermaine will know they teach you like they teach you restraints, this, that, and the other. And so I used to teach the classes, but you know, let me be 100 on here, okay? When he came at me with the fork, all that shit that I was taught and I was teaching other people, that's out the window, okay? And so, you know, yeah, bro, a fork, bro, 13. Yeah, he was 13.
Man, I'm dealing, like I said, I'm dealing with kids that was damn near 17, 18, 19. I think
who they is.
Like up to that age, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They young, you know, full of testosterone.
Yeah, some of them must be big and strong too.
Oh man, listen, I done had them all, man.
This kid right here
is bullshit. The little you gotta cup them, use your hands and cup them, don't grab. And I just seen that bullshit. Man, you got me fucked up.
So do you think that these kind of kids, like especially this kid right here, man? So you say he should go to jail?
Absolutely.
And
bro.
So,
I don't, and because of this, why? And Jermaine kind of helped me think of the name of the school. It's a behavioral school. It's in Southeast.
AYOS or something?
No. It starts with a T. Is it Trenton? Not Trenton. It's over in Milwaukee.
but it's a school like a.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Facilitators and counselors get their ass whipped on a regular basis, bro. Probably not like that.
No, he ain't lying. I'm telling you, my cousin's baby mom, nigga, she used to get mocked. Like I'm talking about black eyes. Like man, she used to get the brakes beat off of her.
Yeah,
like she finally sued him. Was able at first they was like because what made her able to sue him because the dude whatever he kicked her ass and tore her whole knee up. Nigga, she had to have reconstructive surgery on her knee.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know you know the name of the place. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, bro. She used to get the brakes beat off her ass.
What I'm saying
what
is
happened?
You need to go to jail.
Not if it's a behavioral school. If it's a behavioral school, ass whoopings come with the job. You see what I'm saying?
Are you allowed to beat their ass?
No. I'm saying the kids.
Like, it's part of the gig. You're gonna get hit by kids. Is what he's saying. You're gonna get hit.
You have to respond a different kind of way than what you would.
All you can do is restrain. You can't retaliate.
Yeah, there's a certain way you can restrain them. But what I'm saying is there's certain jobs that they.
The same rules go for my job, and I deal with grown men.
Equal lefts and rights, bro.
I'm not supposed to hit grown men, bro. These is grown, big ass grown men.
Raging. So you guys that have been learning those restraints, can those restraints like really hurt somebody? Like
Oh
Hey,
yeah, I
we
mean,
could, hey,
any
we could
you know what
do
I'm
it.
about?
We
The
could do
kid came
it.
at Ivory with a fork, so I'm
Yeah,
just like,
but what
you know,
I'm
he is
saying though,
stabbed in the neck, nigga.
no,
No,
what
if I get you in one of the
no,
restraints,
no. What I'm saying is they do have restraints to where, like,
I can break your arm and shit.
no, not like that. If me, Mason, and Jax are on the same page, like we could, it don't matter how big the person is, we could roll the dude up and not even use no force and use no weight and have the individual suspended like his face suspended off the ground 2.5 feet, legs on the ground. He can't do nothing, and we could sit there all day with him. You know, I don't remember the name of the restraints and shit, but like I said, when a dude come at you with a fork, bro, I mean, like I said, all my training went out the window. I was ready to knock the shit. You know what I mean,
bro?
Yeah.
It's fight or flight.
Right.
I'm asking you, can some of these restraints be used as really like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You restrain. I mean, bro, you restraining somebody. So, I mean, most restraints is really off of some kind of force. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, depending on how much force you want to use, will determine whether or not it's really gonna hurt somebody or not. But
Okay,
equal lefts and rights.
And you
so
can get sued. You can get sued too, bro.
So you know how the cops, when they grab you, they bend your wrist backwards like that.
Yeah,
Shit?
make you stand on your tippy toes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that a left hook or a straight right to the right there on the button.
Oh, right here.
You sleep
Jug-
them.
right.
It's kind of like ding ding.
Look.
Yeah, hit you.
I already done told my job. Look, man,
Huh?
if one of them motherfuckers rush me, I'm knocking him out. Because matter of fact, somebody in my job, they already got fired for having to fire off on somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker spit in his face and all kind of shit. Like,
oh, see, I'm not. Yeah,
he supposed to just take that shit.
Yeah,
and he didn't. I didn't blame him.
Oh no, see,
like the
that's my
money
job.
shot. Oh,
And
got
when you
spit
get
all your
hired
face like the
on,
money shot in a porn movie.
when
You
you get
freak.
hired on, you get
said
to sign a
depending on
paperwork
how
at my
much
job right
pressure
now
you-
where if you are in a position to where your body is in harm or your life is in danger, you don't try to save nobody else, but you very well have the right to defend yourself by all means. That's what it says in the clause when we get hired at my job, because we get abused regularly. I had a lady tell me just 2 weeks ago on a Friday, she gonna tell me, I'm coming to get some bus. Let me hold your hand. And she was like, well, why you want to do that? I said, because I don't want you to be scared, because if you get scared and I got this needle, we're gonna both be scared. She said, oh, well, you're right about that. And I was like, well, why? What you mean by that? She said, well, they're letting all the colored folk move into the quarter sack.
Oh,
wow.
So I was like, so me being the bitch I am, I said, oh, I know what area you're from. So the nurse, he was in there, he was being a sitter or whatever. He said, oh, she's just on
All the
the
colors. Was she like
he said,
85 or something? She said
no,
colors.
not at all. And then she was like, so then he was like, oh, she's just from the confused era. I said, so you say? I said, she is who she is. I said, but it's all good. So I continued doing what I was doing. And as I'm getting my stuff wrapped up, getting ready to go, she said, so she said, you're a nurse and a maid?
Oh,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, the fuck, ma'am. No, ma'am. I am not a nurse nor your maid. No, ma'am. I said, no, I am.
This was at your job? This job?
Yeah, this was 2 weeks ago on a Friday to the date.
Oh, okay. And you still there? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm growing. It's growth, nigga. Because the other side of me, was on some other shit. So I was like, the nigga in me was like, So I ain't even touched you.
I wish a motherfucker. Hold up. I'm gonna stop. Pause. Hold on. 2 seconds. This bitch said you're a nurse and a maid. Listen, man. I'm telling you, man.
I felt like
goddamn tongue. Like you want that back? You gonna think back? You gonna think back? And you gonna be like,
no, I did. I said some slick shit.
I want
I
that
didn't
back.
let that ride.
Yeah, but it not like you wanted to though. And you
always
sit back.
Plus, got bills to pay, man.
I know. Hey, listen,
I told her
that's gonna be a demon.
I told her. I said, check this out. I said, with your little wooden teeth, that's why you are where you are, because of the ways that the things that you've done. I said, oh, your slate is not clean, mama. I'm not judging, but I'm just telling you what I feel. I said, so this is why you're here. Your teeth are wooden. You should probably get them checked. That's probably why you're here. You acting confused. I'm not confused. I said, but it's all good. You are who you are. And This is karma. You have a wonderful day. I get paid by the hour, and I kept it pushing.
Oh, the colors moving into the cul-de-sac.
Is is
She said. She said even the basketball players. That's what she said. I was like, what?
is she on oxygen, Don?
Nope, she was not on nothing.
How old was a woman like this?
She was like in her late 60s.
Oh,
yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, she seems a little.
Man, that ain't,
she seems
that
a
ain't
little
that old, right?
She seems. What I was finna say is that it seems like she's a little older for her speak. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Other
she
than,
said.
or unless I mean, if she was just needling your motherfucking ass to be facetious at the same time and just go back and use those words.
It ain't the first time I've had a patient tell me, "Oh, I don't want your kind in here, John, but I don't give a fuck what you want. I don't want to come in here and do it
okay,
anyway."
I got one for you. I'm gonna let you continue because I did cut you off though.
Hey, it was Trillium.
But I get it all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got.
I used to, man. Listen, I used to get places from Trillium, Albertina Kerr. It's a few different places. What was the other place? I'm trying to think of off of 20th and like, that's not Halsey, but I'm trying to think. I used to get young men from all them places, man. Once I had like two of them at one time. And then once I had that too, and they seen that I could, because it took me a minute to get a couple young men, but then once they seen that I can take care of them too, I had got like 5, bro. They sent me like 3 more in like 2 weeks, and it was and from then on, it was a big learning lesson, man. I learned a lot.
No, I had a motherfucking lady tell me one time. I don't like how you sound. I don't want to talk to you.
Ain't that a bitch?
I was like, I like froze. You know what I'm saying? Like in the moment, it was like in the moment I froze. Like,
yeah, nigga, because you on record, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that. I'm sitting there, nigga, on freeze, nigga, feeling helpless. I couldn't be myself, but you know what I told the bitch though? I said, well, ma'am, you can have, I said, you have a nice day. Someone else in the queue will be, because she said, can I transfer? I was like, no, you can call back, but I dropped her off. Phone ring, I get another call, nigga, it's this bitch again, nigga. I'm just like, what the fuck? But she said she didn't want to talk to me. So then recently, just a couple weeks ago, since we're just now getting ready to fill our supervisor position, so I've been covering all this shit. So I got an escalated call. This one dude, he told the rep, he says, I don't want to talk to you because I don't feel like you can help me. He didn't give him his name, as nothing. But so these guys, you got to give them a supervisor. They ain't even got to confirm they shit in me. I'm like, if you can't give them your fucking name and we can't verify your account, verify you, then you ain't getting nobody. That's in my mind. So anyway, I get the fucking call, escalated. They get the fucking superior anyway. I'm talking to this motherfucker. He was just like, then he starts, they start bitching. They start talking about their shit. They hot, this and that. And I'm like, well, man, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it, whatever. And then he's like, well, what's your name? Who's your boss? Who's her boss? The motherfucker started talking to me. I was like, sir, I said, I don't even know what you want help with. He never told me what he wanted help with. And I'm like, man, what kind of help you need, bro? And then he's like, you act like you don't like your job and all this shit. He's talking crazy. So I say, sir, you have a good day. Hung up the phone, right? So fast forward, my boss in my 101, I'm talking to her and shit. And she's like, yeah, this man complained on you. You know what I'm saying? Say complain, about how you talk to him or whatever. I was just like, yeah, I know who you talk. I know exactly who she was talking about. And I was like, he didn't give me his name or his account number, so I don't care. He's being a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. This dude told me, he told my boss, he said that, he doesn't sound like he's happy with his job. But that's what he told my boss's boss that too, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, he was being a fucking, I think I'm talking too much. Anyway, we're moving right along. Want nobody to come back and shit, come back to hunt a nigga and be like, oh, was this you? Well, I didn't know his name anyway, so I made it all up. There.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say
Yeah.
that. Shit. But nah, man. That racial shit is something
No, but it
stupid.
happened. But you gotta think about like if where I'm at too. I'm in Southwest. You know what I'm saying? The
I mean,
demographics
this
is
is
different.
fucking Portland
Yeah,
or
that too. But I'm just saying.
Vancouver.
But I'm just like this.
It's
But I'm saying,
everywhere.
yeah. But I mean, it's just like it's the sensitivity shit is on is real high around there. You know what I'm
Even with
saying?
the
So
woke people though. So
right.
it's like, the ones that say, but you ain't nothing but like a pet, like Jermaine and Jax got dogs, right?
Yeah.
That's how they look at you, kind of. They gonna stand up and speak for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality.
No, they're not speaking. No, they. I mean, they
No,
do
I
what
mean
they do.
I guess what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that it don't matter whichever side you get it from, it's gonna be there. They ain't
Yeah.
no better.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you up there, and then it's just like every other day is some weird shit. Like, one white lady had, I had my hair in two French braids, and I had to took my little thing off because I was hot
Can
and
I
I was
touch your
sweating.
hair?
No, she was like,
Oh man.
"Oh, I didn't know black women really had hair long enough to put in a braid."
Wow.
Oh, see,
She
she was
called you
hitting
a
low.
bald-headed wench.
Right.
She was hitting low. That's below the belt, bro. That's below the
And so
belt.
me, I always clap back, and I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know that 45-year-olds, look as old as you do. Bitch, you look 70. You're 45." So I throw little shots. I say slick shit. I use
Yeah,
certain.
I mean, listen, we was at volleyball in Vegas, and we was watching. My daughter's game was next, and we was watching this other team play, and my fiance and my daughter was sitting there. They were sitting there talking, and I was behind them or whatever because there was no seats. There was no seats left for me, so I was just behind them or whatever. And they were just sitting there, and lady beside us or whatever, her daughter's team was playing, and her daughter's team was losing and shit like that or whatever, right? And we was sitting there talking or whatever, and she had turned to my fiance. She was just like, "Are you guys just gonna talk through the whole thing or whatever? Somebody want to play whatever like that, right?" And then she was just like, "What?" And then she was just like, "Oh, you just mad because your daughter's team is losing," and then like that or whatever. And then I was just like, and then because normally I don't normally hear stuff like that, and I heard it. I was just like, no. I was like, we gonna talk all through this motherfucker, like that or whatever. And then she was just like sitting there. She was just like, because my back was to her, so she was just like she was in front of me or whatever, but she like turned this way and kind of like looked and seen me or whatever, and then she just like turned back. And she was talking to some of the parents or whatever. And then like throughout the match, she just ended up like going a couple seats down or whatever.
Oh, she was a kid. She was a Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, she was all the way. She was all the way. And my daughter was like, she was just like trying to talk and make it and just like trying to make it worse or whatever. And my woman was just like, she just mad because her daughter is losing. She was just like, I know what it is, but the way that she going about doing it, it's just, I mean, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
What I mean?
all
I'm
that.
just like,
I move. I mean, that's why I always be frowning and shit when I be moving around because I just don't. I'm just gonna let them off top when they look at me. If you try it, there's always going to be a potential for violence.
Sometimes you just gotta let a person know, like,
Look,
like,
bro,
whatever
bro.
you're trying, you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, they gonna be scared and they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it to nobody else.
Absolutely, that's the whole point of what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is that when someone goes there, it's like it's 2023, man. We got access to information and stuff. So when somebody goes there, especially when you get on the race shit, I'm not big on that because I hate using that as an excuse. So I tend to want to deal with it more viciously, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're still on that, there's some mental health shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't accept that from no fucking body for what, never, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. So if you gonna come at a person like what Don talked about your experience, like you handle it how you handle it, and I thought that was cool. But it's like we have to continue to do that to them type of motherfuckers, and we ain't holding on to it, making excuses for it. But you check that shit where it's at, just like you did, or when Don when she said what she said, though. But fuck that. I'm crushing
that's
any.
just yeah.
No,
That's
man.
I
You
mean,
rather get slapped in
Situation,
your motherfucking nose and brains blown out. Fuck.
right?
Oh, I
Don,
can't say
especially
that
you
on.
dealing with patients and you dealing, so you seeing a bunch of people every day. You know what I'm saying? Like in those professions, you know what I mean? Like you gonna get some of that. You gonna get some weirdness
Yeah,
going on because you just
it's
seeing too many people. You know what I
right.
mean? Every day. You know what I'm
Like
saying? That's always on something
right.
different.
Like 98% of my patients love me. You know what I'm saying? They love me. But I get that 1% like every couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And them motherfuckers show up and they show the fuck out. I had a one dude tell me one time I'll go in the room. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I need to grab some samples from you. And I was like, so I'm gonna turn on some light. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, I'll bop you one. And I looked at the nurse and she looked at me and I said, and I'm gonna lose my job today. I said, because I'm going to bop your ass right the fuck back. I don't know who you think you playing with. I said, either I'm going to get this or not. Either way it goes, it makes me no difference. You came up to us for treatment, so we're trying to treat you. So if you don't want to be treated, there's a paper you can sign and you can easily, say, go ahead and discharge yourself and go deal with your illness as you may. What you're not going to do is make threats and act like you want to hit me. Because if you hit me, dude, it's going to be bad for you. I promise.
He said he'll bop you on, my nigga.
And the nurse was like, well said. I said, I meant every fucking word. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? Then the other night when I was there was a white lady there. She was just talking shit to everybody. She was calling everybody names. Everybody, even the white lady. She was just being a bitch. And I was just like, what? And they was like, she won't. So when I walk into the room, everybody is tripping. They're like, oh, what's getting ready to happen? What's getting ready to happen? So I walk into the room and I was like, I'm here and I'm here to collect samples. And so I said, because somebody else came and they couldn't get it from me. So I'm going to get it. And she was like, oh, my God. And I was like, yeah, call on him. You know what I'm saying? And so then she was mad about that, too. So then I go ahead and do my thing. And I was like, pow, hit it, get what I need to get. And as I'm finishing up, somebody came by and they said, oh, did you get it? And I'm like, yeah. She said, stop with the conversation. I said, who are you talking to? I said, no, ma'am, you will not. I said, I'm going to need you to check all that. So a couple hours later, they sent for another thing for her. So I go back. And she's like, don't turn that light on. I said, oh, well, I can leave it off and it'll be bad for you. What you want me to do? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Each time, and everybody was like, how'd you do it? I said, because my presence demands respect. You're not going to talk to me like that.
Oh, I just learned some new shit on this motherfucker.
My presence, my presence demands respect. So when I walk into that room, I'm demanding respect from every soul that I walk into. I'm gonna give you respect, so I expect the same from you. And if you don't want to give me no respect, then we can do it the other way. It can get funky. What?
Yeah, I'm just like, I ain't playing. I ain't got time for none of it, motherfucker. I'm just going out.
And where I'm at is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with people in their face. You know what I'm saying? So I have to address it, and I have to address it differently because I do know that sometimes people get sick and they may not know what they're doing. But then there's those ones who are, bitch, I know you know.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
So you know what I'm saying? But I still have to pick and choose my battles.
But people still make choices.
Yes, they do.
So,
Bad ones too.
So I'm gonna deal with those. I think someone over there is getting Ronaldo CP.
No,
I'm looking at my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at a story.
So you
Sorry.
rocking this shit.
Man, you heard about that shit about that woman on a fucking airplane that was on some coonology or some shit? What the fuck was her problem, bro?
That bitch, you don't storm
I didn't see that
cockpit because you don't get
right, we're gonna
proper
talk
drink
about it. No, they didn't start. They told the bitch they wasn't serving no alcohol.
Oh, well, that's her problem.
Then she got mad. And then they said that, hold on, but as I hear more of the story, it's kind of sounding like, you know, she might have been, it wasn't like they was making out to see me. At least that's what I'm starting to get out of the story. You know, she was being somewhat of a bitch about it, but it was like they was talking about how shit happened, and I'm like, they try to say she rushed the cockpit door, and I'm like, this little bitch wasn't doing that. She You know what I'm saying? Like she got up to go talk to the stewardess or something, but she was in first class. But they asked her where's her drink at, because her anxieties. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. I'm giving you my version of it and how I feel about it, but you guys could probably have a different perspective on it or whatever. But it's interesting because I'm like I started watching it and I was kind of hot. I read you guys. I think Elijah put this story up. Yeah, and I looked at it and I was just like thinking, okay, of course she's cooning out, and there's some truth to that. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Yeah, she was cooning out. Yeah, I don't know. I just made that one up. Yeah.
Move, dog. Move,
Man.
bro.
All right. So
Don't do Bear like that.
Bear be tripping. This nigga on dope.
Hey, I want to see that movie, Bear on Cocaine.
That's a true story.
What's up, food?
It's based on a true story.
What's up, Cuddy? What's up, doggy?
One of them late tonight walked some of those chilling, terrifying moments mid-air. She also at length about the lengths that her fellow passengers were willing to go to keep everyone safe as this plane was making an emergency landing.
I think a little bit of panic, a little bit of frustration that one person's actions can really turn a whole plane's travel, and their day upside down.
Kara Rosario had no intention of seeing RDU Airport tonight, nor the heavy police presence that greeted her American Airlines plane when it finally made it to the gate.
She was upset because they weren't serving her her beverage.
Kara zoomed with us after this ordeal of a day.
She was yelling that, she paid for first class and she's not getting her drink that she's ordered.
She was sitting a few rows behind first class and behind the woman she said had caused the commotion on the flight from Jacksonville to Washington's National Airport, a flight that had to divert to RDU.
GSA requesting presence. Terminal 2 reference incoming envoy flight 3444.
Law enforcement communication channels tell you more about those terrifying moments mid-flight.
Subject is currently loose in the cabin, and he has tried to breach the cockpit.
You're just sitting there shaking your head going, really? Not today. I mean, you take care of it. It's just like any other emergency in flight.
Tal Holloway flew for American Airlines for 30 plus years.
First thing you're going to do is look for the nearest airport that's suitable for that, and then start an emergency descent.
Next comes ensuring the cockpit secure.
If you can get a hold of somebody in the back, a flight attendant, and find out what's going on, obviously that's very helpful.
He said they trained every events like this, especially after 9/11. Tal saying passengers have decided they no longer want to sit by, something Kara said happened just today.
You could tell that there was other individuals on the plane that were ready to kind of step up and help.
And Kara told me tonight that the man behind her, sitting maybe a row behind her, got up and walked up to first class. She said that he wasn't a police officer, any kind of air marshal, just a concerned citizen who wanted to jump in and help. Meantime, here at RDU, that ground stop lasted about 15 minutes. And a lot of those folks who were waylaid here at RDU did make it to their final destinations. We saw Kara on Zoom tonight. She hit to New York City. Steve, Lauren, back to you.
And we know the FBI is involved investigating as well in federal charges.
That's one perspective on it. Hold up, man. Here's another one. Let's see.
Man, Konisha felt entitled to that drink because she paid for first class.
Did you say Konisha?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said Konisha felt entitled to that drink because she paid for first class.
This nigga said Konisha, nigga. Oh my! Hold on, but so she did like a nigga. Hey, look, she got a video though. She got a I mean not a video. What did I just say? There's a it's showing her wilding out. God damn it! She's tripping out. She's talking about it on her her page. So she's I kind of see. I think it's some cap going on with how it went down. It wasn't as serious as they're making it out to be in my mind. It was serious enough for him to land a fucking plane, but I mean, I don't know. She's making it hard for me though. So
she probably wouldn't send her motherfucking ass back down.
I mean, everybody know that if you act a fool on the plane, what they're gonna do. Everybody knows.
Because they like, man, can you sit down? And she like, fuck that, I'm on my motherfucking drink.
Oh, we're turning around. We're landing somewhere.
Bitch, we gonna land. We gotta get you up off of here. We know what to do.
We're landing. Fuck it. She just said what? Oh, all right, let's go. We get paid by the hour, motherfucker. Let's sit it down. Our safety is in danger.
It's frozen.
She got that first class ticket. She acted a fool. I already know. Man, she acted a fool.
Jax ain't giving her no benefit of the doubt.
No, nigga, she was acting a fool.
She was cooning for dollars,
man. Because you gotta think, bro. They ain't got time for that shit to be landing planes and then taking back off and all that kind of shit. Like, man,
he was only charged with a misdemeanor too, though. Check it.
That's costing them money. That's
fuel is expensive. Having to derail and go to another clearest.
And then the stewardess, they probably got, scheduled. They got other flights they got to catch back to. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
Yeah.
She was on some bullshit.
Man, the fuel of them planes be like 80,000, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
A flight.
I'm saying.
Damn, they're going somewhere like that's like, let's say going from here to like Texas or somewhere, bro. It costs a lot of fuel, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you think it's a big ass machine, and then it's the gross weight and the power that it takes to fuel that motherfucker to move all those people and luggage and shit, and then we gotta stop and off the plane, and usually that don't happen.
Yeah,
to regulate
it does from time to time,
elementary behaviors.
I bet you if that bitch wasn't in first class, she wouldn't have acted like that. I bet you.
Clearly.
She thought that shit came with extra amenities that more than it came with.
Bitch, you ain't ever rode first class before?
Pops and peanuts, nigga. That bitch was like, I'm on first class. I'm on fucking class.
That's fucked up.
She was on, nigga. Wow, bitch, you ain't even a first class type of motherfucker. You need to be back there. You a coach, bitch. Nigga. Coach purse, bitch. Get back there. You ain't got no Birkin. You don't belong up here in the front with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It smell like money up here, bitch. You smell like coach, nigga. You get no pop and peanuts, bitch. That's all you. Yeah. Fuck you saying. Come on.
She was probably mad because they probably tossed her peanuts. Like, here, bitch, take your peanuts.
She's a black Karen, nigga. That's just as straight. She was cooning for dollars, bro. She on her video, she gonna sit there and say it's racism, nigga, and then we all gonna have to defend her. Nigga, stop it, nigga. Stop the cap. Bitch, you out here tripping and flipping. Sure. But this, she goes, but she wasn't. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me see.
You know what the crazy part is? There's no alcohol in the fucking cockpit.
It's right next to where you was at, bitch.
Right,
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
This bitch was she was in complete violation because they got the video of her doing the fool. So, and I'm trying to
I thought
share
you were
it.
playing that.
My system is just doing whatever the fuck it wants to do right now. So I'm just, trying to get through it. It's pretty tough. She's running super slow over here. Like,
She was more closer to the stash of goodies than trying to burst her way into the fucking cockpit. That had nothing to do with nothing.
She said she was doing the fool.
Yeah, because if you've been on an airplane, you know where the motherfucking. It's two of them. It's one in the front.
That's why I want to get my pilot's license, man. Because fuck this shit, bro. Ride on a plane with these damn clowns. Yeah, I've learned. I don't. Yeah, there's some cut some corners, man. They can go ahead and get him one, bro. Definitely getting back on my shit, bro. So I can get back on my studies. Because I was close right before COVID. I was close to get ready to go do my fly around thing where they take you around and to see if this is something you really want to do, continue to pursue or whatever. Oh shit. That shit was funny, bro. This nigga tripping.
He ain't got enough rested hours yet accumulated.
Hey Jack, would you have let the alligator get your dog, or you when the alligator was said about go?
Man, listen, hey Bear, it was nice knowing you, my nigga. It's been real.
Bear can feel that. He can feel that, bro. That's cold, man. The dog.
I wouldn't have fought that motherfucking kangaroo neither.
Oh, the kangaroo?
Yes, you remember the kangaroo was trying to get on the dog, and the dude sucked the kangaroo out.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that shit. Them kangaroos are strong. They be buff.
Hell yeah, a kangaroo will kick you and kick your whole bowels out, bro. It can kill you.
And they got talons at the end of their feet.
This nigga said, "Kick your
They ain't got no goddamn talons, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nigga, and they're gonna put a set on you.
No, they're hooves like type, nigga. This nigga said.
Well, they still got claws, nigga.
What kind of kangaroo would have fucking talons, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like talons, like a hawk or a bird or a fucking eagle, and just out there hopping around, nigga, and it kicks like that. You know how many more people will be fucking dead because of that shit, bro?
Nigga, kangaroos is on swole, nigga. I'm not, man.
Yeah, them kangaroos look like they lift, bro.
Oh, you
like
said you let your dog get got, huh?
Man, fuck, man. Listen, I love my dog, but nigga, not like listen. And I used to both of us being fucked up.
That's cold. I think that's kind of cold, bro. Yeah, I think that's kind of cold, man. I like Bear, bro. That's kind of cold.
That's my nigga, bro.
But the gator though, bro, ain't finna. All you gotta do is just drag, pull him, bro. You want to get? Oh, he cold, bro. He gonna do it on me like that. He gonna do it like that. Fair order, man. That lady, but she should have been walking her over there. I think that's what they was saying.
She was so close.
Should have been fucking around.
Go sit down somewhere.
This is free advertisement.
A lot of it.
I need y'all to see what they're doing to me.
Tiffany Miles went from a first-class seat to jail after a midair meltdown.
You look at that motherfucking wig, nigga. She was acting a fool.
Oh yeah.
It's unclear exactly.
I told you she smelled like Coach.
Cell phone video, but it shows the crew restraining her on board this DC-bound
She said,
flight.
"Do it for the gram." You freak.
American
Fuck wrong
Airlines
with this
citing
bitch.
security concern.
Subject is currently loose in the cabin, and he has tried to breach the
They was
cockpit.
but they blame it on the man. It's just this motherfucking hyena, bro.
A cocktail 2 times, but was told there was no drink service.
Like I said, no, but I would like to take that Jack on the rocks. She said, "Oh, we're not serving alcohol." I said, "Why not?"
Bitch, what difference does it make?
Because we're almost an hour late, and my shot that I took was wearing off, and we're about to fly.
After exchanging words with a flight attendant, she got up to use the bathroom, walking in the same direction as the cockpit.
So was she really trying to get at the cockpit?
There was a minor
Yes, she was, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
But 5 minutes later,
You think she was going to the cockpit, or was she getting up
That
talking
bitch wasn't going to the bathroom. So she just so happened to have to pee. So she made a record about the drink, right?
They put on the zip ties, and I'm like,
I mean, maybe she did. Well, what I'm saying is you think she was going for the cockpit, though?
Yes.
He probably was like, "I need to go ask some questions."
Yeah.
Because so many people started getting up on me.
And she probably said that.
Oh, here she go. Here she go.
After landing at RDU, officers boarded the plane.
She's embarrassing herself.
There was at least 6 of them.
American Airlines says, quote, safety and security.
Yeah, but you getting the platinum
priorities,
package for
and
acting
we
like a
thank our
clown,
customers for their
motherfucker.
cooperation
You get the
and our
donkey
team
today.
members
Charlamagne, where are
for their
you at when you need you,
professionalism
nigga?
in managing
Man,
a
hey man,
difficult
she making us look
situation.
bad.
Miles wants an apology and wants
No,
the flight
see, there's
attendants to be
That's the Black
retrained.
Queens, man.
Get upset, Getting
Nah,
angry is
that
not
ain't
against the
one.
law.
That's what you call that's a coon queen, nigga. Fuck you saying.
She said, "What's not against the law?"
Getting angry is not against the law.
So she submit, nigga. She was acting a motherfucking fool, bro.
Right.
And
She
she's
was
justifying it.
demanding answers why she wasn't gonna get no alcohol because her shot already
But
wore off.
and this just shows you this is poor upbringing because it's like this, bro. This
I would've
business, this
never.
plane is telling you they're selling you we're not serving alcohol today. It don't matter why we not serving alcohol, motherfucker. Like if I can go say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just for you, I'm gonna get you a drink. In first class means you sit up in the front, you got bigger seats. It don't necessarily mean you gonna get some guaranteed booze, bitch. You're a fucking alcoholic, just straight, no shame. DUIs and all. This type of bitch that was, bro. Like she with that hair had it hooligan, nigga. That's exactly what that was, bro.
Hey man, that's what's out here, man.
Cooning for dollars, bro. Doing the fool. That's what was
what's out
happening.
here.
Fuck out of here.
But
and then you gotta think of everybody else you gotta think about everybody else on that flight, bro. Nobody else want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get to where they gotta go.
That's that.
I think she did it on purpose so that she can try to go fucking viral.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
trying to get some money.
I think it's the viral thing. I think she's trying to
get some money.
Bro,
And
imagine
she's
if
going-
you had a connecting flight that you had to get to your wedding or a vacation or anything, and this bitch
Listen.
on here with this bullshit.
If I was on the plane, I'd be with one of the people helping. I'd have put her in a goddamn rear naked chokehold until we got down. I would have made her go to sleep, nigga.
Like,
We're
we
not
all
gonna be
going where
dealing
we
with
need to
this
go.
shit, bro.
Look, we all
no,
going
it's
where we need
cool.
to
Hold
go.
on. Just call the cops. Just get us to. We got this. You know what I'm saying? But she's getting choked to sleep, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck are you doing, man? There's no emergency. She ain't getting to no cockpit. Fuck that. We didn't see 9/11 or we heard the stories, whether it be true or conspiracies or whatever, nigga. But we all know in our minds, though, if you see some weird shit on the plane, nigga, it's time to tighten up. Whatever
take
your
action.
feelings is, let's take action. We finna, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch, she's stupid. This is America. You know what I'm saying? You should know that. And she's young, probably. Like, bitch, you should already
37.
know.
Oh, she ain't that young.
She know better. You supposed to know that you can't get on no fucking planes acting like that, nigga. I remember one time we was coming back from California, nigga. This is way before that shit. Way before the fucking 9/11 shit. And George, we was joking around, nigga. We was flying back we was in like Beverly Hills. We was flying out. And we was talking to the people or whatever. He said, it's not like I have a bomb in here. George had made that comment, and the lady they all got serious, nigga. Like they wasn't fucking around. It was like, long. We trying to get out of here. We apologizing, we're being real apologetic at this point because they like, that's a federal offense to say that type shit. You know what I mean? You can't be playing on there. I remember the lady got crazy with me on the fucking plane one time. We was flying out to Idaho for a show, and I had my headphones on. Sir, I'm gonna need you to take your headphones off, and with this all, beatboxing and snapping the neck and all that shit. And I wanted to, I'm like, what? She said, is there going to be a problem? This is what the bitch said to me, nigga. I couldn't do nothing but sit there and take it.
Like, yes, there will be a problem.
Fuck around and find out, bitch.
Listen, I couldn't afford to get taken off the plane, but I was just like, I remember that shit, nigga. I was like, okay, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have fucked it off for the whole team, nigga. We was on our way, bro. I'm like,
But even if you would have, that's one thing. It's like if she came at with disrespect, and she met disrespect with disrespect, I'd have more understanding. You know what I'm saying? I still be pissed because I'm being delayed, but I have more understanding. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But bitch,
Right.
just because you bought a first class ticket, so you're gonna demand answers why you don't get another shot of Jack Daniels.
She said, "Where my yak, nigga?"
Hey man, if I'm trying to get somewhere, I don't give a fuck how you feeling. Let us get to where we need to get to, and then you complain through the proper motherfucking channels. But don't be complaining while we up in the air playing around and shit. Like that's the bullshit.
Right, we 30,000 feet in the air and you acting stupid. That's just like somebody going to play one time, nigga, motherfucker. Do you guys know who Dyson Bailey is? He used to play hoop. His name used to be God damn it, tall. Played with Chicago. He was actually pretty good though, but he changed his name anyway. This motherfucker went crazy or whatever, and I forgot where I was going with this. So fuck it anyway. I'll come back to that.
Well,
So
I was looking at the thing. I don't know if y'all probably already talked about this, and I don't know if you have. Forgive me because I don't be paying attention when y'all talk sports. But I was looking at the little show the other night, and they was talking about the little nigga that played for Alabama, and he's in the middle of a murder investigation, and why should he been allowed to play?
Yeah,
and they're giving out these reasons of why he shouldn't have been able to play, but they're saying that anybody else, there's been players caught with weed, dirty UAs, and they've been put on suspension. But this guy, because I guess he's the best on their team, first NBA pick probably, and some old shit they were saying.
Yeah, because they're rushing to judgment versus letting it play out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, that's what I was wondering because I didn't really know the story. I'm just
Well,
going
Jason Whitlock, he has said something about it. Actually, he did a thing on it yesterday, and he was talking about that. Let me see if I'll find it. I'll probably get struck down anyway. I don't care, but I'm gonna find it. But oh shit,
what the fuck going on over there?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go get my gun.
It was just a house settling. Don't worry about
it.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's it. Yeah, no, but I heard about that. I think the story, it happened a couple months ago
About a
or
month
something
ago.
like that.
They said a month
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, like in December and shit. And it was some girl involved and some
The
weird
girl
shit
dead.
like
She
that.
got shot in the face.
Yeah, because the one dude was
His
trying
teammate.
to talk. Yeah, they were talking to the girl or whatever. Yeah, that happened in December.
And the dude that was with her got mad and they got to getting into it.
Because it was like, because he was hurt and he wasn't going to play. Is this a story? He was hurt, so he was going to sit out for the season. His partner came down there anyway, was talking to the chick. He shot. I mean,
He
shot
had
at
old
the
boy
car.
bring him the gun, which they say the old boy claimed that he was just already on his way to meet them or whatever. And but
they didn't even know. He didn't even know
they said
that.
he sent a text that the one that had got the gun, the teammate that got it was his gun that his friend shot. His friend the one that shot. He didn't shoot. And they
Yeah,
said that
they
he had
returned
text.
fire.
Yeah, he said he had text the boy to bring the gun anyway or some shit. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
returned. He returned fire. The dude, because the dude who was with the girl, his boy shot because he's not from. He didn't go to school there. He was just there visiting.
Just there and kicking, right?
Right. And then he killed the girl, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy she was with returned fire on them.
Right.
You know, that's what happened. And so anyway, that's like, you know, your partner got you. Now he caught up in this bullshit. And him not playing is not because of that. He was already out for the season anyway because he was.
No, he's still playing. The one they're mad about. The one that's not playing is the one whose gun it was that old boy that's still playing brought to him.
Oh, you talking about the guy? Okay, so you're saying this and he got the gun from one of the players on the team, not his partner.
Okay, so no, the dude on the so look, so one of the boys on the team, the one that's still playing.
What's his name?
Brown. He played for Alabama State. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and so or whatever, Alabama, whatever, the red, you know, crimson. And so he was he's in trouble for, like, you know, people are mad because he got to play. He's one of the best players on the team. He's the star, you know what I'm saying? And they're mad that he's still able to play. And because the boy that wasn't playing, that was his teammate, had texted him, bring me my gun. Even though the one that's still playing said, I was already on my way to meet them anyway. But you had the loaded gun with you. And you gave them the gun. Right? So they're saying because he's involved in that matter, that why is it that he's able to still play? Now, the one that it was his teammate, no, he didn't shoot the gun. It was his friend that was just there visiting
Okay,
from the state. Right.
I think I might just be thinking about something else.
No, you're right. Because his friend was from out of state, the one that actually did the shooting.
Okay. Well,
it's the same one, They didn't have the gun at first. Old boy that's still playing brought them the gun because old boy that
Yeah.
was,
Well, see, when I heard it, I didn't know anything about that part. Is what
and so
I
they're
think.
mad. Like, why is he still allowed to play? He's involved in the active murder
Okay.
investigation and shit like that.
So what? So who knows what happened all the way through the Ray Lewis situation? Who remembers that?
The Ray Lewis. I'm gonna bring. I'll look
The
that
murder
up. Hold on.
investigation you talking about?
Oh, he probably paid him.
Police shooting at the University of Alabama.
Basketball player was charged with providing the gun in the murder, but now light's being shed on how it was supplied to him in the first place. And Amelia Young's following this live for us. So how does this all come back here to the mid-state?
Well, Amy, Ben, police testified yesterday during a hearing that gun originally came from Brandon Miller. Now, that name might sound familiar because he's a freshman college basketball standout from right here in the mid-state. He's from Cane Ridge. Now he's accused of bringing the murder weapon to former teammate Darius Miles that was used in this murder. Police say Miles texted him the night of the shooting and asked him for a gun. He brought it, and Miles is then accused of giving the gun to the suspected shooter, Michael Davis, who police say used it to kill 23-year-old Jamia Harris. As of now, Brandon Miller is not charged with a crime. The DA in Tuscaloosa told a local newspaper there's nothing we could charge Miller with. That shooting, though, happened near bars and restaurants close to campus. The victim was sitting in the passenger seat of the car when she was struck by that fatal bullet.
My daughter was ambushed, is what happened. It was a premeditated attack on her. That's what I saw.
So did he know the girl? I mean, did he know her?
Connection in
I don't know.
this crime. They say he was
Because
at the
I
wrong
thought that
spot
he
at
just
the wrong
he tried to talk to her, and then the shit popped
I
up when
heard
I
he
first
got
heard
into
the
it with some
story.
He
dude.
didn't know her. She was coming down there to visit.
Right.
Her nigga, and yeah, he didn't. The premeditated. No, it wasn't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's not how that happened. Because whether he got so basically he should be able to play, and Jason Whitlock is right. I didn't see it, but I'm sure where he's going with this is that so what, he brought him to go whatever what he did with it and have nothing to do with what he was doing. This nigga was being reckless and shot the motherfucker. From what I understand, he was trying to holler at the broad or something like that. Is that how that happened? I mean, I don't know, but that's kind of what I thought. But I mean, I first heard this story. Right, he was him and the other basketball player who's out or whatever.
I'm just saying it didn't make sense to like, why is everybody hating on? And then they said when he was playing this last game where they smashed the other team, he got 40 points. It was one of his best games. And they said that the crowd, because they were in a different state, was saying, charge him, or some shit, or arrest him.
Yeah.
Some shit like that, chanting it during the game. He was still balling on their motherfucking ass. And I'm like, why all the hate? If he didn't do nothing, if it was old boy's gun, he said, bring me my gun, then I'm gonna bring you your shit. It ain't mine.
Yeah. Well, he's still playing, and they don't got nothing to stand on. But that's what happens in cancel culture, I guess. That's the new culture, you know. Yeah, you can get canceled for just,
Well, anything kills as many birds with one stone as you can, and if I can make you an accessory and want to.
Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, but if the prosecutors really want to do that, then they would have done it.
They would have, and they mad because they didn't. Like they just. I mean, he's the
prosecutor, because the
ballers.
prosecutor is like the prosecutors is talking like us, like he was bringing his friend his gun. We always assume the worst when motherfuckers, but if you know what I'm saying, of a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying.
You got a good lawyer.
Not only that though, you being leaked. Go ahead.
He got a good lawyer. He got a good lawyer.
Of course, he's the best baller in the college league.
That's what I'm saying. They were just like, somebody said this kid ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Because think about
it. Because the DA is gonna press something. Because the public is gonna say, hey, he shouldn't be doing this, he shouldn't be doing that. So it was some money around somewhere that said, hey, listen, this is a good kid. He had nothing to do with that. Or whatever. I know it might look funny, but he didn't have nothing to do with that. You don't need to let this shit go.
Because somebody was trying to say that they were mad that one of the coaches said, the coach said that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He said, no, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. If you're at a party and some shooting goes on in the other room, that's called the wrong place at the wrong time. This kid clearly brought the murder weapon and all this other shit.
Hey man.
They're trying to call it. The mom don't know shit with what they told her, and so she's just running with it, and that's sad and everything. And I feel for them and everything. But I mean, until they figure it out, man, you can't just make this motherfucker sit down. And not even that though. He did. I mean, how do you got to prove that he's said, "Give me the gun because I'm gonna kill these people." He didn't even know these motherfuckers. He was being reckless. He shot the fucking gun, and somebody got goddamn killed, unfortunately. And so now here we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you can't blame him for that.
Right. So it's just like, nigga, I got your pistol or some shit like that. And you just, and you say, man, bring me my pistol. Not that you're having a problem, because that wasn't what was happening, right?
Right.
Because it happened kind of quick, right? When by the time
they said that he texted him saying that he getting into it with some dudes bringing my gun.
Oh, well, that changes things.
That changes everything.
That changes everything, because now you know you're taking this gun for him to go possibly do something with it.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I get it.
That school is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so some are saying because he's the best and he's the most, you know what I'm saying? They're protecting him because of what he is on the court.
Well, listen,
he bringing that school like this money.
Though. Listen, that shit is only gonna work, nigga. If this is what it is, then you're gonna get charged. They can charge you.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I was saying.
So I don't, you know, I want to see. I'm gonna watch this closely, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, like, nigga, if you doing that, nigga, that's definitely.
If Ray get into an argument with somebody and he be like, "Yeah, I got the man, give me I gave him a gun to go fix the issue he had." Yeah, I'm an accessory at this point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I say, man, I would say, hey, man, he felt like he was in danger, so I brought him his shit back.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what that means.
It means nothing. You're going to jail.
They're gonna be like, yeah, exactly.
He said,
come with me.
I don't know what that
means. It don't mean shit.
Yeah, come with me. Come with me. You ain't got to do all of it. Just do what you can. Come with me.
God damn it.
Yeah. For real, man. Oh, it's just like, man, I don't. He's just like, man,
that changed the whole
hang it up.
Hey, what was it? All right, the follow-up question. What was his response when he asked for his pistol? Like,
I don't even know, because what he said is that they was already supposed to be meeting. He was already on his way to them. Anyway, it was already
his lawyer. There you go, Rivalry. Good lawyer told him this is what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he's going to say.
I was already on the way.
I was on my way there.
Anyway,
to hang out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said they got a good lawyer, bro. They got that money from that school. That school is getting probably some TV time.
Oh, all that.
You know what I'm saying? So they was getting TV time from him killing all year. So
yeah.
Hey man, you're not gonna let that go like that.
Yeah, but I like though. But I like the fact that like Jason Whitlock, you know, all of them, you know how usually they jump on these kind of stories and they start bad mouthing these young brothers. But he defended him like we rushed into judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's going on with this kid, and you know how Jason Whitlock is, bro. So he might be on the whole other side of some shit, you know. But he, you know, it was surprising, but it was like, yeah. It's a kid. I mean, because I really just want to know what happened and how it went down. Because if it goes down to where he's like, man, I'm finna fuck these niggas up. Jax, bring me my motherfucking gun, nigga.
That's probably how
fuck
it went.
These niggas up, bro. I'm finna ride on these niggas. I'm finna drill these niggas, bro. Bring me my heat, nigga. He bring me the heat. Then pop, 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 pop.
Hey, but he got some good lawyers, and the lawyer said
you was already on your way over there to bring him the
heat. You know us. You know how we talking.
Hey man, you did it, man. You finna go to jail. Hey man, there ain't no reason for the both of us to go to jail.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
because the dude that he shot at fired back, so he
like Nate's saying though, he gave the gun to Darius Miles. Darius Miles gave it to somebody else. So that kind of changes it too.
That takes all that off of him.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He probably
but he was with the dude, right? Because it was his friend, was Darius Miles' friend.
Yeah, but old boy that gave the gun originally don't know that. He just know Darius called me for his gun. I gave Darius his gun. What Darius did was, you know what I'm saying? Darius passed it off to another nigga. And another nigga did something.
That's too much.
We'll see. How does he know that?
Nate said Darius Miles provided the gun.
He did.
No,
He provided
he
it to the
did.
person, the shooter, but he was the original person that had it.
It's like you can't play and your partner come down, nigga, from your set, nigga, and you in college and you out for the year. Nigga, I called a star basketball player who got my heat because we boys too. To bring my heat because these niggas is fucking with us, but I know you from my hood, nigga. You just here visiting, you know. You probably telling him, man, get your strap from that nigga, bro. I'll take care of it.
Right.
Here we are. You know
That's exactly how it went. Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying, "Hey man,
you
bring
done solved
my
the case."
shit." You gonna throw a little act, man? This motherfucker, give me my shit, nigga. I'm gonna show this motherfucker.
Right. Tell that
You
nigga
know?
to give you your gun back, nigga. Get
Right.
your heat back. It's and then and there and the hoop nigga Don talking about he's none the wiser. He know it ain't his. We do know that, right? We've established that it isn't his weapon. So okay, yeah, I'm taking this nigga shit back.
Yeah,
whatever he wanted to do with it, even if you think about it, it's like when I'm finna, I don't know what his intentions are, nigga. Other than it's his shit. What am I not supposed to give it back to him? Well, you knew he was finna do something with it. I don't know.
I don't know
He
shit.
was. He said he was, but he could have been pulling my leg. I don't know. I'm just saying. Shit. Yeah. I just but still in the same though. They will lock your ass up behind.
Yeah,
you,
but
so,
like I said, he got some good lawyers, and they got that state and that school and that money.
But on the flip side, devil's advocate, like what he's supposed to do though? Like, I'm supposed to tell you, nigga, no, you can't have your shit. Like, nigga, no, nigga, you can't have your gun, nigga. Fuck you.
Right, nigga. That's a whole nother set of problems. You know what I'm saying? Now you didn't do it, Nah, man. It's yeah. I think this is trash, bro. They gotta let him rock.
That's a hard one. I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
No, it ain't.
No, hold on. Listen, I want to hear what he thinks, though. I mean,
As far as him not going to be charged with accessory.
Man, your lawyer, that's your lawyer's job.
No, listen, the problem lies with the two niggas. The one nigga whose gun it was and his friend who shot and killed the girl.
Right.
It's between these niggas. I'm trying to put
saying
this nigga in there because the transport of the firearm, nigga. They all
Right.
21, right?
I'm
so
just
they
saying
legally
politics. It's just a hard. You never know which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, after all of that, I feel like they should just let him rock.
But
I don't even think it's that deep for him, for his
like you
part.
said,
I'm not saying that it's not deep.
Yeah,
but
he might get a little.
And his lawyer done already. If he ain't getting charged, is a reason.
No slaps on the wrist or none of that. Fuck what you saying, nigga. He just brought this man. I didn't own this gun. I was taking it back to his owner.
I understand.
Now you gonna are they gonna probably go ahead?
I've brought people's property back to them.
Oh, I like that. Say that again. That was nice.
Property.
Yeah.
But you gotta think too, just because his friend said on the text, I'm having a problem with this dude, or these I got into it with these niggas, bring my shit. That don't mean he was gonna kill somebody. He probably just wanted to feel safe, especially if he was a legal carrier. It was his
down
gun.
there. It's an open. I think it's one of them kind of states though, gun friendly. So hold on, let me check that just to be sure. But I want to say because I can go there with they have reciprocity with Oregon. I want to say. So,
remind me, where did this happen again?
Alabama.
Then now we got to go through their laws and what they allow.
I don't think you can just have a gun in Alabama like that.
Yeah,
it's an open carry state.
Is it?
This is the South, bro.
South.
What are you
Come on
talking
now.
about, nigga? No guns in Alabama? That don't even make no sense. It's reciprocity with Oregon. I can go there with my gun permit. If you got the Utah one, you can go over there.
Oh, okay. I got the Utah one.
So hold on. If I got a Utah permit, I can go to Alabama and
it's called reciprocity. You have to look at the laws, so it tells you where you can go.
Recognize.
Right? Yeah. Go ahead, Jackson. Yeah, but Washington
get
don't recognize
I want to
Oregon.
get the 48
That's crazy.
states.
I think there's only 36 you can get. 38 of
36.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
38, 38. Yeah.
Yeah, like California, like they ain't going for that shit.
Yeah, California, New York.
In New York, yeah.
Well, but they just got challenged with the, with that. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. The one dude, and so there's there's been some challenges there. But you're right, California, Oregon, Washington now, and then you have New York. Those are the states, though, and then the Vermonts and all that northeast of the country or whatever, they all like anti-guns and shit.
Places I don't plan on going no motherfucking way.
All right. I'm not even attracted to that weak ass shit, nigga. I don't, with this utopia of peace, nigga. You don't get no peace without a gun, nigga. That's why they call a gun a peace. You're afraid. Recognize. Yeah, I said it. Oh, gun. Shit. So the Alabama gun laws state that the possession of any kind of firearm is not unlawful without a permit. Unnecessary hoe. So that's neither here nor there. He's taking his friend's gun.
Away.
You can take it. Arizona's kind of like that too. You can take your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? He can take him that gun, whether you know what I'm saying. So now what you're trying to say is that I mean, you would have to make it seem like he was in on the situation already previously or something. So they, unless there's some information about that he knows the guys or that he knew what he was finna do and he was a part of that shit. But I mean, at the end it says as long as the individual is over 18, you only have to be over 18, nigga, has no criminal record, does not have that's a long gun, does not have documented history involving drugs or alcohol in relation to disorderly conduct, and is not legally declared as having mental stability problems. It says so new Alabama law, which goes into effect on the 1st of January, allows citizens to carry a gun in their clothing, purse, or a car without a permit. The state does not require a permit for open carry of a weapon, nor does it require a background check for purchasing guns. Alabama, here I come. Let's go.
Yeah, going around and boom somebody's ass.
Yeah, you get smoked in Alabama, nigga, playing around.
Yeah. But you know what you're dealing with.
Wow.
But actually, places like that where it be like that, it'd be less violent because everybody already know, like, nigga, it can go there. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody just keep cool.
I like to see their statistics on that.
Oh, they got high violence and down
like
there in Birmingham.
Niggas is acting a fool. I bet you anywhere where niggas can carry guns.
You don't watch the first 48?
They be the main
Alabama is always on there.
It's no bill in Birmingham, like
bro.
Like,
watch first 48, bro. I forget what year that was, bro. But there's a lot of fucking murder cases coming out.
They have seasons. City, they have the Alabama, Miami,
bro,
Memphis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, yeah.
I mean, I remember when like Portland ain't shit or whatever, but I just remember relatives were talking about they want their sons to live out here because of white this and that or whatever that they was on that racial shit. And it's like because niggas in Portland ain't shit too though, right? That was the mentality. It's like, but then you raise your kids in a fucking city like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I really don't understand that.
I don't know like how they choose where they go because there's a like it's like this those main or they have Minnesota. They had a Minnesota season.
Minnesota's terrible. It's terrible out there in Minnesota, bro.
Bro, listen.
I'm saying they never had like
I went to college out there for that year. Bro, you got a lot of people from the New York, Chicago. It's the Midwest, so you got people from a little bit of everywhere. But it's a lot of
hiding out.
It's a lot of people from Chicago and a lot of people from New York down there. Some of my best partners that was down there, that's where they was from.
Right.
My New York partner, he was wild. He was super wild. They had gangs and all that. They had gangs and all that stuff back then and all that.
Yeah, my partner, he's from St. Paul.
Yeah, the Midway area.
Yeah, that's what he calls himself, Midway.
Yep.
Hey, my boy, he be tripping too.
That's what he call himself, Midway, nigga.
Hey, man.
Joe be tripping.
Yeah, bro.
Like in out there in Milwaukee. Been out there when I went out, man. Let me tell you something, man. Milwaukee, it's real out there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Real niggerish, bro. Like I'm nigga, like it's different, bro. Like you be out there thinking you in they city, they it'd be like you in the Bay.
City, yeah.
It'd be like you know what I'm saying? Like they like Chicago. Chicago is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all right there, and in the Midwest, you Detroit's, Flint's, all that type shit over there. That's all, man. Them motherfuckers. It's pipe grimy out there. That's the home of Dahmer, by the way. Yeah.
That nigga said the home of Dahmer. Home of Pip and Ken.
Telling you, man, it's hey man, listen, bro. Out there, man, it's vicious out there, man. For real.
Ain't that where they got what's his face? The rapper, what's his name? Mac Drake?
No, they got him in Kansas City. It's wild out there too. I mean, pick one. You know what I'm saying? Because he got but a nigga from Portland got killed out there.
Oh, I know you're talking that blue.
And them two bros.
He got killed in Texas. Blue Crush got killed in Texas.
Nah, Blue Crush got in Houston. Nah, this a blood nigga. Yeah, he got.
You talking about
Yep.
Yeah.
The bully ass blood nigga. You know what I'm talking about. He went to school with us. What's his fucking name?
Him.
Well, we don't. Why are we gonna say it now?
Shit. He most definitely did. That happened out there. You playing around out there, man. There's some places that's real grimy.
Listen, bro, these niggas is out here doing this shit too.
There
it goes. There you go, Don. There you
put
go.
it on there.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, I know a little bit about that situation, though, but all I know is, nigga, they not playing out there at all. At all, nigga. It's serious up there, bro.
But it happened to a lot of people coming here though too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that came here. There's a lot of people that came here from Cali or came here from other places.
Send them blood clots back to Cali in the pine box. Bodies drop like rain.
So it go down here too. I mean, it's a lot of niggas that came in here trying to bully. And they never left.
Talking about Portland ain't shit or thinking Portland niggas is
why you here then, nigga?
Shit. Right, hiding out, nigga.
Everybody knows
shaking the case. Nigga out here shaking the case. Nigga trying to be a gangster again. Nigga, fuck you doing, nigga. You get rolled up out this motherfucker, baby. 503 all day, you freak.
Yeah, it happens.
Out here on witness protection, talking about they something else. Left there being a crip, come up here and you a blood.
No, listen, they right, trying to be a gangster again. You know what I'm saying? You done got your whole soul took, nigga, from where you from. And you come out here, you know what I'm saying, talking that shit, nigga, talking to me with throwing your sets up and all that. I'm like, nigga, where I'm from, this is neighborhoods, nigga. And they didn't stop making guns, motherfucker, because you got one. So what we talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a match. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And motherfucker, you might meet yours today, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Portland niggas is like that, bro. They can say what they want to say. You know what I mean? But yeah, like you just said, bro, these niggas get sent up out of here, nigga. And nigga in cold, nigga, in ice boxes, nigga. Here you get back to your family, nigga.
Yeah, niggas ain't playing here either. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at all. And that ain't nothing really, but you know how it was growing up and shit, like, but niggas come out here and nigga thinking niggas weak because they from Portland. But
listen,
I guess it's how you move or the certain niggas you hang around, because
even now you look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's, but they own something to hype them up. You know what I'm saying?
These Portland
they own
niggas.
pills. But these youngsters is on pills. They own all kind of.
Yeah, it enhances it, but they rocking, nigga. It's Portland, nigga. They don't give a fuck. They worse, bro.
Yeah,
this has to be. This is worse than the 90s, bro.
They ain't having no respect for nothing at all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And they ain't gonna listen to an old nigga telling
nigga it's shooting, nigga. I ain't got nothing to say. Nigga, listen, nigga, they shooting every day, bro. in this city, bro. Every
Kids and
single
all, like, they don't give a fuck,
day.
right, nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
Every day, bro. I'll be sitting there every time I leave, nigga. I'll be thinking about nigga, or if I get kind of riled up, you know, because I'm rolling or something weird happens in traffic, nigga. It's just like a nigga have to stop and think, because I know somebody who just recently, you know, got rocked like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's like, you know, and even if and he had a thing, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you got it, you know what I'm saying, on you, nigga. It's you can still catch it with it on you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
know
can
what you're talking
still
about.
catch it. So you gotta try to move. You gotta fucking swallow it, bro. Pause. You know what I mean? And just keep pushing. You can keep. You know, that just sounds
And
so
who you
fucked
talking
up.
about? The person they got off with this shit too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Got off, nigga. Easy, bro. Like, I'm sitting here like, yeah, man. And I had to check myself a couple times where I kind of, you know, it's like I forget, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I mean, you can be the one on the wrong end, bro. Nobody gives a fuck how tough you are in the moment of your own vehicle where nobody can hear or see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
I
day,
don't know what the
nobody,
fuck happened.
man, you know, nobody can see you in the car screaming on the motherfucker, and you want to try to start whipping close to him and doing crazy shit. You got your rocker on you, nigga, and they got theirs. You know, like, you don't, like I just said earlier, nigga, just because you got a gun on me and they stop making them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't the only one. A lot of people, this is America, nigga. You have to always assume that these motherfuckers got something like that on them. Straight like that. Without fail, bro. You move better when you start thinking in that manner, bro. You know, you move different, even with your weapon. It might make you fucking even more paranoid.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you're gonna most definitely. I think you're just aware of the scene, especially, you know, if you've been carrying or something like that or whatever, or you've been through, you know, a bunch of things or whatever. You just gonna be aware of the scene, and you always gonna be. And that's the one part of a man that they always gonna be in the protective and in the security mode, more or less. You know what I mean? Especially if they with their loved ones. You know what I mean? They're gonna be looking around. They're gonna be trying to see, like. And you can pretty much spot out, you know, I mean, what you
when
think
there's a
is going to be
problem.
a potential danger, you know, or whatever, real quick or whatever. So, absolutely. But it can most definitely happen to anybody.
Yeah, road rage is something else, though, man. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, but yep, check yourself is what I said. The lesson is to check your motherfucking self, nigga. Out here, nigga, motherfucker. I be, and I laughed at myself the other day on that shit. Like, nigga, why are you even trip, nigga? Nobody hears you, bro, but yourself, you freak. Yeah, you're screaming on, you're talking of all this shit. What you gonna fucking do? They all kind of motherfuckers and bitch ass nigga, whatever, nigga. And you're in your car saying all this shit, and it's just you,
right,
inside the car.
See, you mad? You might be mad. You might be mad because he done turned into your lane, or he done did something.
He
You know what I
driving
mean?
too slow for me, nigga.
But the one thing that he mad because, you know what I'm saying, his wife done cheated on him or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all's angers is you know what I mean? Y'all might be in two different spaces all
He
the way.
might, oh yeah, you definitely want to be. We want to move with caution with a motherfucker like that, though,
You know what I'm
because you
saying?
can
Like,
most
he I
certainly
don't
get
know,
it.
man. He could have just lost his job, or he done gambled away everything. You know what I mean? Like, you just, bro,
Don't
you
give
just
a
never know,
fuck.
man.
Right.
You don't never know. You be like, oh, I'm mad, nigga. This nigga is fuming, nigga. like
And he ain't even did nothing to me.
Right.
He ain't even did nothing to me.
It ain't about you. It ain't about you. It's about that next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Yeah, man. That shit crazy as fuck, though, because that's there's this one movie, I forget where the dude, he in his car, he had a bad day, I think he got fired or whatever. It's a popular movie, I can't think of the name, but he's in the middle of traffic, bro, and he just loses
Falling
his
down.
shit. Was it again?
Falling down.
Yeah, he gets out and he just flashed. Didn't he start shooting people?
He didn't kill no, and then remember he go in the store, he tear the store up and pay for the pop steal and shit. He was tired of he was trying to get home to his daughter.
Yeah, he
for her
fell.
birthday.
Yo, nigga, he flashed, bro.
He flashed on the gang members and shit, but he was telling me he didn't want no problems, and when motherfuckers pressed the issue, he just snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he was? Is that the movie that he went to the trunk on him or something?
Yeah, well, remember it started when he went to the store and he was trying to get a soda or some shit, and the dude in the store was tripping out, so he tore the whole fucking store up and then still paid. I think he was trying to charge her too much for the soda. And then he paid for the soda, and then he went, and then there was some gang member motherfuckers stripping on him. He had a flash on their ass. I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, but that it's that shit though. That's that shit though, right there. If a nigga just, be having a bad
never
day.
know, bro. A nigga never know, man. A motherfucker is most likely having a worse day than you are.
Yeah.
You can just damn near count on that.
Well, that kind of goes back like from the start of the show, like when Ari was talking about being, stuck in traffic, or whatever, and not really, being upset about it, but just soaking it all in, because people ain't here and going through kind of like, worse things in their lives right now, and to be tripping or worried or raising our blood pressure for something like that. It's like, yeah, it's irritating, but at the same time, I'm here to deal with it and I'll get through it, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I didn't have no pistols, so I couldn't get mad if I wanted to.
Living in the darkness. Yeah. After my people.
Did y'all watch the BMF joint yet?
What's that again?
Did you watch the BMF episode?
Nah,
yeah, I seen it.
Nah, we ain't.
Not today, man. We just talking about that shit, man.
I ain't watching it either. I'm gonna watch it when we get off of this shit.
Yeah, me too.
I said the same shit.
Yeah.
Ivory, you ain't been watching BMF?
Yeah, I'm all caught up, bro. I seen me and Yolanda watched it right before the podcast.
Oh yeah, see, I got to get off. I'm finna have me another nice little plate, and then watch this shit, man.
Yeah, nigga, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm freshly rested, so I'm gonna be up.
I bet.
That nigga got a good one in, nigga.
Yeah, he sure did.
Jax, what you be doing at your job?
So I supervise case managers.
Okay, they got you in the supervisor's role.
Yeah.
Okay, so you getting supervisor's pay. Okay, I got you. I got you.
It's all right. I need some more. I need some of that Jermaine money, some of that Jermaine and Scooty money.
Man, shit. I need some more, man. I need some more.
Your wedding invitations was fancy.
Oh,
yeah, man, that motherfucker was hard.
Ray still got mine. I had to respond by text. I didn't get
nigga. I was gonna give it to you when you came by that night.
Hey,
to bring
man, come get it, man, because that shit costs enough money. So shit, man.
Make sure this nigga got there and kept stepping, nigga.
Yeah, keep that motherfucker. Like I said, shit, that shit costs enough money, man. I'm so ready for this shit to get on with, man. Man, it's been one thing after another.
Yeah, that's how it be, brother.
I mean, shit. I mean, I wish I would have did your approach, man, and just went out of town, man, and just let them go ahead and one set price and
they take care of everything. All you gotta do is show up.
Yeah, see, me and my woman, we done did everything, ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's we done had it's been a headache to say the least,
man. Did you invite well, we'll talk backstage, brother.
Yeah. Let me see.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Nigga, this shit, bro. Listen. I'm trying to figure out who got a +1, who got
I'm finna start pulling niggas off the screen. Man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the the PDXDOPE Live podcast. I am your host, Mr. Ray Nelson Jr., aka RRHNIC in the building. I want to give a shout out to the panel, Jax, Scooty, Jermaine, Mr. Renaud Tage, and Miss Patty LaBelle in the building. And we are out of this piece.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. Something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed, smoke, and sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, plant it in the box.
Alright, let me get something clear on top. We're not here for approval. We're not here to be liked.
Let me see your phone.
We're still alive, right?